Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It is a Thursday. Woo woo. We haven't been live for a little while. We did not have a Thursday night class last week. It was going into Easter weekend. So it's the 9th today, so it's been a little while. Did we have a live last Thursday? Gosh, I feel like we need to do... I'm so like, did we do the drawings for March already? I don't remember. Have a moment to think here. I know I did the drawings for February really late. It was after On Stage. And do you recall pulling stuff for March, Kelly? Yeah, I don't think we did. So normally what we do is on the first live of the month, I do the drawings for the month. And that would be tonight. So I think that we'll probably put those on hold for the moment, and maybe we'll roll those over and do them next week on the 16th. I'm sure Kelly will figure it out in a little bit, but Kelly is here with me tonight. She's excited to have game night. It's actually our Create and Play. We renamed it Create and Play just so that it didn't, I don't know, it's been 5 years, right? I think I just said 2021. So I was just looking back at the door prize form, and it looks like the very first door prize response was filled out in June of 2021. And there were about 600 entries in the last 5 years for people who filled out the door prizes. So a little number stuff there for you guys to understand where we're at with that. That's crazy. I finally looked at it. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of entries. So I did pull that there are 24 people that filled out the door prize form for tonight to do some drawings, and we'll do that later on after class is done. So, but that's good. All right, I have my computer in front of me. It looks like it buffered a little bit, but we won't keep saying the B word because that's a naughty word around here. And we'll just hope that everything is successful and it goes off without a hitch. So we have Create and Play for you tonight, and we'll be starting that momentarily. There are 5 cards we're also going to create tonight, and there's 5 games of lucky numbers that we're going to play. I'm very pleased to report that I have everybody's lucky numbers in. Yay! So that's always exciting and good. And there are 58 people who are registered for class tonight, which is pretty phenomenal. And we actually only had planned for 48 kits total. And I already knew last week that that was going to be short on what we actually needed. So we actually kitted up 12 more. Hi! Yeah, I got my computer here. Didn't want him jumping on the key. Hi, Hunky Noodle. And so we kitted up 12 more on Monday, which totaled 60, and now I'm down to 2 left. So if you're watching tonight, and then the cat flew in my lips. Thanks a lot, Hunky. Get your butt out of my face, buddy. He's like, Mom, I don't mean to put it in your face. I know, but you do every single time. So we have 2 left. So if you're watching class tonight and you want to get in on game night, we can accommodate that. And you can always message me your numbers. Kelly will watch from. But if you get, so these 2 are good for game night or Create and Play for tonight. And then after tonight, if they're still available, I'm going to hold them because I still have Lucky Hand next week on Wednesday night in person. And if I can have 3 or 2 people join me for Lucky Hand, then I want to save the kits for that. So I'm not going to put a waiting list out there quite yet. I guess I'm going to gauge the response. But if I do have an overwhelming response and we need to make up a few more of this one, it would be between 4 and 8 that I would make up. I would need to know how many to kit up. So all right, everybody, I have a crew already here with us. I see Patricia Settle is here. Yay. Hi, Angela Knutson. Angela, you got my message, right? I didn't even see that you had texted me yesterday at 8. We were in the thick of it, and we worked until about, 8:30 last night, and it was nonstop. So, but I did say about 5 times yesterday morning, I wonder why Angela's not here. I wonder if Angela's coming. Angela said she was coming today. She was going to do her stamping. It's probably okay that you weren't here because there were 11 people over yesterday throughout the day, and it was organized chaos. So, hi, Sherry Everett. Hello, Shirley Natali. I got your email too, and I will respond back with everything in the next 24 hours is my guess. You guys, we dropped off 120 packages to the UPS and United States Postal Service today. So a lot of your shipments went out. I do have to say, Susan Devine and Lisa Mullis, I apologize. I looked over at the counter and you can see there's 2 boxes, right? There. Those are your 2 boxes, ladies. I got back and I saw them sitting there and I'm like, oh, brother, we left them sit on the counter. So I'm sorry, but your boxes will be going out tomorrow, and that's how that will be. They'll be a day later. A day late and $1 short. Hello, Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Connie Moore. And there is Kimberly and Sherry. Hi, Joy. Hi, Holly. And Bridget is with us. And Hope is here. Yay. Hi, Sue Deppis. And there's Aunt Patty. And I have Mary Novak is with us. Wonderful. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Ann. Ann Ballinger, we already have one of your stamp sets sold from your box that you sent for donating for the used stamp sale. It's already priced and sold already. So well, that was, you must have posted somewhere along the way that you had a pop-in buy like bundle available.
Carissa posted to be
so Carissa posted she was looking for it, and you said that you have it, and Tammy has it priced, and now it's sold already. So yay, that worked out.
Very happy.
Yeah, Carissa's very happy. Yay. All right. Hello, Doris Munson. And who else do we have here? Hi, Mary Jo Stoll. Susan Bellamy. Rainbows and hearts. Purple hearts and rainbows for me and Kelly. We love it. Thank you. Hi, Sherry Ott. And there's Linda Hunt. Hi, Faye Godby. There's Nancy Mole from the North Shore of Lake Erie. Hi, Sue Devine. And there's Michelle Foran. You girls are probably watching together. I'm so excited to play tonight. Yeah, you haven't played in what seems like forever. Good luck to all. Yes, good luck to everybody. Hi, Chris Robinson, and there's Shirley again. And we did have a nice Easter here. I appreciate you asking. It was good. We did not have an Easter egg hunt, but we had lots of Easter candy in the bowl for my mom. Hi, Donna Grushke. Hi, Sue Esworthy. And who else? Felina's here. Yay. And Karen Woods. Yay. All good. Vanessa Ritter, hello. Okay, so I think I got everybody. I'm going to do roll call. Oh, there's a hunky noodle. What are you doing, buddy? He's like, I think I'm going to turn around. I'm going to do roll call because I have my computer in front of me, and that's where I keep track of everybody's names. So I do want to say thank you to everybody who registered for Create and Play tonight. We appreciate it so much. I'm going to do roll call in case I missed anybody. We were really diligent about trying not to miss anybody that registered for classes. We are human and there's a lot that come in. I honestly, if I had to say how many people registered for classes, either using the form or not using the form, so they either reached out to me privately or did the form, the total number that we had for class registrations, I got to get to April, not December. That would help. And the drum roll. So out of, let's see here, 121. Pretty awesome. Oh, and two more just came in. So that's pretty cool. So Lila Erickson, if you are watching, I need to connect with you about your shirts and what you wanted for April and for March. So 121 people registered. And so it's been very beneficial using this new form because it tabulates all your input or your responses, and I can easily track things and make sure we don't miss anything. So yay, kudos to everybody who let me know what they have going on. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, you guys, you know the drill, just reach out to me. At this moment, I still have 2 sets available, and we will probably, if I get an overwhelming response of 4 or more, we'll make more. And so thank you to everybody who registered, and I'm going to go through the list really quick. And the first one on my list is Elaine Rebeck. And then we have Angelique Schaefer, Barbara Gabi, Carmen Melendez, Catherine Healy, Kathleen Ketterman, Kathy Crumpton, Sherry Stewart, Sherry Ott, Chris Robinson, Connie Moore, Debbie Stone, Donna Palazzola, Donna Grushke, Doris Munson, Elaine Peranio, Ellen Brover, Faye Avera, and Faye Godby, Hope Toy, Yvette Lopez, Jean Terwilliger, and then Jeannie Parker, Judy Dean, Julie Bontrager, Karen Woods, Kelly Gibson, Kimberly Snow, Leslie McMinn, Linda Hunt, Lisa Mullis, Margene Eskelson, Mary Novak, Mary Jo Stoll, Pat Sheep Bischoff, aka Aunt Patty, and we have Patricia Settle, Perry Overby, Feline Mays, Rita Steffi, Rosie Proudy and Rosie Talent, Sandy Coy Emery, Sarah Merchant, Sherry Everett. We have Shirley Natali and Stacy Ton, Sue Esworthy, Susan Wormley, Susan Bellamy, and Susan Devine, and Susie Fentlater, Trisha Fagley, Angela Knutson, Lynn Beasley, and the last person to sign up was Sheila Roberts yesterday. And I have Jill Butzine who's doing Lucky Hand with me. So I'm going to say Jill's name because she's one of my 60. So that leaves 2 spots open. So we will do door prizes later for people who registered for class. And then we'll also do a couple prizes for people who filled out the door prize form. So Kelly, I think I can give you my computer. It's full of cat fur. Just gonna blow it off of here. So here's this, and that's just kind of swooped over, so you can just X out of that. Okay, so I do want to take, I think I'm gonna take just a few minutes now that I went through roll call. I do want to just take a few minutes and run through the cards. In case anybody hasn't registered for classes yet, I want to give you a quick update on where we're at on quantities and if we're getting close to anything selling out. So I will flip this down really quick just to share with you the thing that we have the most left of is the card making benefit. Oh my goodness, you guys, we thought that we would go through 192. We're only at 96. So we are looking for lots more people to register for the card making benefit. You can either get your cards made for you or you can get them as kits and watch me do a YouTube live class. I think it's set for April 28th. And so with your $40 or $45 donation, it's 40, I lost some gems on here. It's 45 if you get them made and it's 40 if you get kits. You can pick either the MS organization, society, you could pick the Autism Society, or you could pick Healing for the Ages, and these are the cards. So you guys, I just want to put this out there that we basically went our numbers off of the last one, and I don't know how we had so many at the last one, but we went through so many at the last one, so we were hopeful that we would go through this many. So I'm going to keep that open and trying to let you guys know that the card making benefit is still available. You guys, were able to finish making the cards that were made for people. We finished it yesterday just in time for mailing. So people who registered for made cards and you selected, let's say selected a made, I didn't think we were going to mail them until May and have them ready for May. I added them to your package. Just FYI, if you signed up for it, I maybe didn't include the amount in your April total, but I did mail them. So I'll reach out to you and let you know if you want to send the money ahead to get that covered, then you can. But I think that happened for about 5 or 6 people. We got them out really early, so which is cool. So that's the card making benefit. And then tonight's cards, you guys are going to be making these. You're going to see that these look very similar because it's the same designer series paper. But this one, there's 5 cards for tonight that we're doing for game night. And it's Taste the Rainbow. It's like a Skittles card class tonight. All right, so we'll make those soon. I want to call out Stamp-a-Stack because this one, you could either pick in April and May. And I think about half the people picked April and half picked May. I like your, oh, thank you so much, Barbara. I'll be honest, I dressed up and I might look like I have some makeup on, you guys. I do that. I do get dolled up every now and then. We had a celebration of life. Jay Shantae's mom passed away a couple weeks ago, and there was a celebration of life up in Appleton. So Diane and I went up to be a part of that. And so I did put makeup on, and I put a top on. I put some jewelry on. Yep, I did do that. So I haven't changed. So I'm still in my like, this was my old work outfit. Like, I would wear this for when I would go to the 9-to-5 job. So the Homemade Sweetness Stamp-a-Stack is 15 cards, and you make 3 of each. I have about 15 left of this class, but again, you could either pick April or May. So there's plenty available at the moment with this one, and you could do it in person or you could do it online with me. This one is until May 1st, so there's a lot. Well, I should say 15's a lot, so there's a little bit left. This one we sold out of already. This is the Beach Boardwalk Ink Paper Scissors. but we are making more. We have the bandwidth to make 8 more because Kelly actually has 2 that she needs for in-person, and I am even right now. We made 72 total, and we're already over by 2, and so we're going to make 8 more. So if you didn't get signed up for Beach Boardwalk yet, you might consider getting on the list versus waiting, because once the next 8 are gone, they're going to be gone. So that one was the super cool Z fold, and then this one is a flying bird card. I don't know, I'm just kidding. A fun fold. I love this one because of the colors and the sunset. So again, this was Beach Boardwalk. We sold out, but we are making 8 more, and we have 2 already accounted for. That means we have 6 left of that one. And this one was Nature Walk. Nature Walk? Nature Walk. Is it Nature Walk? Nature's Symphony? Nature's Harmony? Nature Walk. Yeah. Very earth tones. Very masculine. So that one, we've got plenty of this one. I think at least 10 to 15 of this one still available. So that one, we're doing good on that one. We still have some availability. The Let's Just Stamp for this month is called Forever Florals, and we have about 10 left of this one. So winding down out of 56, only 10 left, so that's not so crazy. And that one is featuring Forever Florals, and basically you just need sentiments. So getting down there on that one. Kimberly Snow needs her numbers. Oh, man. You did text me, Kimberly. I apologize. I did not message you back. Kelly, are you able to send Kimberly Snow her numbers?
Sure.
And I can give you my phone, and you could text her. She did text me asking for them earlier today. So I have it all staged, ready. I think, Kimberly, that's what I've got for you. So you just go back out. Perfect. Okay, monthly class, you guys. We got Oodles McOodles. Barbara Gabi, yes, you can get the boardwalk set. If you want to, so we've already shipped your package for April, but if you want and you're okay with it, we could add it to your May package, but we do want to get you on, Feline wants a second set for the benefit cards. Perfect. Yes, I would love to do that. Get you guys Feline, we appreciate that. So I've already mailed your package now, but we'll add it to your May shipment, so that's perfect. And then Barbara, I've got you for the boardwalk. IPS. Perfect. So we'll get you for that. But we'll probably mail it next month, which is probably perfectly fine with you. This one is the monthly class, and we have maybe 10 or 15. So we're doing good on this one too, in case anybody still wants to get on this one. And then there's the class that features the in colors that are retiring. I have maybe 10 left of this one as well, maybe 12. It's between 10 and 15. And it was the flower. Kelly colored the purple flowers and the orange ones, and I colored the pink ones. So you can see I'm a little bit different of a technique on my coloring. Kelly's got more definition. I did that one. That one wasn't so bad. So I think Kelly's probably a little bit better of a color. So that's the in color retirement, and there's between 10 and 12 left of that one. And this one, you guys, I don't even know if I've had the pleasure of showing this class off. This is called the Sale-a-bration Expressions Balloon Festoon Memories and More. All right, so this is going to be the last of its kind because Stampin' Up! Announced on Tuesday that they are retiring the Memories and More line. Sad face. We always did a Memories and More class every quarter-ish, every 3 to 4 months. It was with every catalog we did one. This Sale-a-bration Expressions launched in the annual catalog of last year, and we sat on this all year. Right? I think we got it as, we sure did. We got it as a prize, an all-attendee prize during Raleigh. So Diane was saying to me, I should probably put the Sale-a-bration Expressions in my cart. I'm like, Diane, were you in Raleigh at Onstage?
No, it wasn't, it was Raleigh?
Yeah. Because you got it, and you didn't go to Houston.
No, but I thought it was the Appleton event.
No.
Okay.
No, we got it as an all-attendee giveaway. I'm almost 90% positive.
Your memory is way better than mine.
I've had it came out with the annual catalog, and so it was an all-attendee giveaway in Raleigh. And so everybody who attended that got that. And so I said, Diane, you might go home and check to see if you have it at home, because I don't know if you want 2 of them, but you could definitely use the one you got. So Kelly and I designed this, 2 weeks ago now already? It was 2 Sundays ago.
Maybe more.
It'll be 2 weeks ago, I think, on Sunday. It could be even 3. It could be 3 weeks. I feel like, I don't remember when it was. It's been a hot minute. We have created 6 cards using Memories and More pack, and we do it like we normally do, that you use half the pack to make the card. So you still have half the pack left to do whatever you want with. And this is one where you'll get the ribbon and the gems. And so I know, Kelly, you showed them off on a class, but I don't know if I did. So yeah, so 6 different cards, and you're making 3 of each one. So it is like a Stamp-a-Stack, but we call this the Memories and More class. And Balloon Festoons is the new bundle that's coming out. Look at these bright, cheerful colors, you guys. And if you flip it over, look at that. So Kelly's in love with the colors. And yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's got my bee on the back. You made a set too, didn't you?
Yes.
Where's your set?
Mine is at my house that I used to make.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay, so here's one where you'll make 3 of this one. And you'll make 3 of this one. You'll get the die cut balloons to accompany. It was a marriage made in heaven, the Balloon Festoons bundle mixed with the Celebration Expressions Memories and More pack. They went together like a horse and carriage, as you would say with Married with Children. Okay, so yay. All right, so Kelly we did a pre-registration. You guys never saw it.
Unlimited available.
So
because they haven't been made.
They haven't been made yet. So she has unlimited bandwidth on making them. So there she is.
They're gonna take me to Costa Rica, so buy a lot.
You can sign up for 2 if you want. Yeah. So Kelly also is riding the Winnie the Pooh train to get to Costa Rica. We talked, and you guys, you have 40 people already pre-registered for the Winnie the Pooh Stamp-a-Stack.
That's me.
That is going to be happening in May. Then we talked about it, and I said, you're going to do, and I think she's on board, but she's like, you need to do an order-based class. She's like, can I do more? I'm like, yeah, let's. So she's going to do a Winnie the Pooh order-based class in June. And then I just told her the other day, I'm like, Kelly, you're going to do a Winnie the Pooh sampler in July.
Yeah.
A nice 12 by 12 Winnie the Pooh sampler. And that'll be great for nurseries or babies, bedrooms, kids, presents, like a Winnie the Pooh sampler. So we said Winnie the Pooh is taking her to Costa Rica. So she's close. We're halfway through the Stampin' year.
Yeah,
and she's half.
Oh,
she's like pretty much right on track for a halfway through the year, and she's halfway there. So yay to helping Kelly get to Costa Rica. That is our goal. So, all right. So yes, if you guys want to get signed up for the Celebration Expressions, it's just Celebration Expressions Memories and More class, or just say Memories and More class. Let me know. We'll add you to the back end. If you've already pre-registered on your April form, you don't have to do it again, like to me now, but there'll be an official registration form for the month of May, and that's where you'll be able to put it again. Yeah, you definitely want it. So you're going to want it because they're really, for 18 cards, and the class is a product-based class. So you get the pack, the Memories and More pack, the ribbon, and the embellishments. So very good. Okay, so that's just showing off a little bit about what is coming up. It's just the beginning of the month, and we've got the whole thing in front of us. We kitted up between Kelly had 180, you guys, her paper pumpkin response to our, like, we designed that class, about a month ago?
Yeah.
And you could either pick 2 sets of cards or 3 sets of cards. So it was either option 1 or option 2. We had 15 people choose option 1. We had 50 people choose option 2. So that's 65 people, more or less, or 65 sets. It was a total of, like, what's 100 and what was it? It was 150 times 3 is 450, right?
720.
720 cards is what it was?
I think so.
So it was 720 card bases, right? So 720 cards. And we did 3,700 for everything else. So that's 4,400 cards got kitted. Blech. It was a lot.
Feeling it.
We're feeling it. I yawned probably 20 times today. I yawned all day yesterday. I can feel it now. And it's good now. I'm going to catch up on some sleep. But we kitted all that, and we got it all shipped out. So it's been like April has been a blur. And it's already 9 days into it. So I do have the product of the month PDF that I can share with everybody who got the product of the month with me last month. So that's going to be coming in the next, I've got it, so I can send it out. The PDF tutorial for this class, you guys, I emailed it out last night before I went to bed. Yay, to Jolene. We got the PDF before class. I had the Technique Club class PDF in my inbox before I left for the Celebration of Life this morning, but I didn't have the bandwidth to send it out before, and we've been going nonstop since I got back. And so those who did the Technique Club class, there's 12 of you, I will be emailing that PDF to you by tomorrow. So we'll get that all caught up. So yay. Making tracks, you guys. And then Mary Novak would like the memories and more. Okay, so Mary, I will double check your April registration, and I will add you to it on the back end. Anybody that filled out the April registration form already and that you'd like to add it and you didn't already, all you have to do is let me know and I can update your response on my registration form. So, yes, way to go, Kelly. Sherry Ott says, way to go. And Shirley Natalie says, good luck, Kelly.
Yay.
She's got this. So, I think I pre-registered, but I definitely want to sign up. Perfect, Feline. So, good. Yeah, good stuff,
Feline
you guys.
wants all the Winnie the Pooh.
You want what?
Feline wants all the Winnie the Pooh. She's a
Oh yeah, Feline is a Winnie the Pooh fan too. So I was talking to Diane. We were trying to figure out what we were doing for Let's Just Stamp for the next 3 months, and we were trying to map that out. And I said, what if we do a Winnie the Pooh Let's Just Stamp next month? And I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'd be cheating on Kelly that we're trying to take Winnie the Pooh away from her. So it's okay. There's enough Winnie the Pooh to go around, right? So you guys are definitely gonna get your fill of Winnie the Pooh here. All right. So we have Create and Play. You guys, so this is, for the last 5 years, I've called it game night. And I looked back and I'm like, there are other people who do game nights. So I wanted to come up with something different that would be, this was called Create and Play. So I did go to the chat BTP, whatever. Whoa, it's deer. Do you want to answer it?
Deer.
It's deer. Here you go. Hang on. So there are,
Hi, dear.
so there are, I lost track because she called him deer. It was really funny.
You've got Chris all flustered.
Yeah, he got me all flustered.
Oh.
So
No.
it's gone. So, all right, we're live, dear. We're live. So, yeah. So, I don't remember. So, let's go back down here. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. So, we're talking about calling it Create and Play instead. So, I did change. There's a private, or there's a Facebook group that is called Create and Play, and I did change it from Game Night. And so, I'll try to remember to call it Create and Play. It's going to be really hard that I've been calling it Game Night for 5 years. So it's going to be really hard for me to remember that. But you guys, that's the general thought is I wanted a unique name that nobody else is using and that it becomes my branding of the class. So nothing's really changing and we're still playing lucky numbers. You can see here that we have 30 different numbers. And what I did this time, hi Kathleen Ketterman, what I did this time, actually Kelly did it for me. We had an older beekeeper's guide here, a version 4 actually, that was extra. And we pulled out stamp sets from there that are still, they're current. They may or may not be last chance, but we numbered them 1 through 30. So these are going to be blasts from the past stamp sets that you may or may not have, or I may or may not have, but we're still going to play lucky numbers, and we are going to make 5 cards. So 5 games and 5 cards. And then what happens is I have 5 bundles that are sitting, where did I set them? I have 5 bundles that are prizes. I need to, here, if I had Kelly here, I would definitely have her run and grab them. But these are what we're going to make, and we're going to cut the paper for that first. I have the stamp set sitting right over here. I found them. Okay. So I had them sitting over there because I was prepping them to put Post-it notes on them. So we have the names. So what's going to happen is we're going to play 5 games and there'll be 5 master winners. And if somebody gets lucky numbers or stamp at the same time as somebody else, we do a showcase showdown. And we pull out the old random number generator and we assign somebody a 1 and somebody the 2, and then we'll do a random number generator and somebody will win the master prize. And then I've got some backup prizes here. I've got some backup prizes that we are going to give away, and that would be for the runner-up, and then whatever's left at the end is...
Deer's going to be late and you can call him when you're done.
Okay, sounds good. And so we're going to give away those prizes for later. So the bundles that hi Jane Beal, the prizes we have for tonight, hi Mitzi Stanley, this is all from the pre-order. So if you are not a demonstrator, you're not able to order this stuff until early May. But if you're a demonstrator, it is part of pre-order. This is called Scalloped Blooms. So there's a whole bunch of scallop circles and some rectangles and tags in here. And the stamp set has matching words that fit into those labels. So that's Scalloped Blooms. I also have Bordered in Beauty, which has some tags and some edgings for dies, and then those kind of match. And then I have Sweet Words and Labels. And if you are a demonstrator, you would recognize that this is the Super Sweet that's on pre-order for the May online exclusives. Debbie guessed that the Memories and Part Pack was used in Raleigh for Brandy's class. No, it wasn't.
It was the other one.
It was the other one.
Yeah.
No, Debbie, haha. Debbie, I'm going to say no. That wasn't correct. What we did for Brandy's class was called Thoughtful Expressions or Thoughtful Wishes,
Yeah.
right? It was called Thoughtful Wishes. And it wasn't the bright balloony celebration themed. So I'm going to say no. Good guess though. It was the Memories and More pack that went with Thoughtful Journey. So, but good guess. So this right here, you guys, is what's on the pre-order for May. So this is launching. So apparently this Winnie the Pooh has been around for 100 years and it lost its patenting license, copyright licensing, and so it's available to be reproduced. So it's the olden time Winnie the Pooh, and so this is one of the, it's a super sweet. So there's Sweet Old Friends and there's Sweet Words and Labels, and so these are two of this one. I think that I can't wait for Kelly and I to start working on. She's excited to work on the Stamp-A-Stack for this class. So this is the class that Kelly's going to be doing with the stamp. So we're going to design the cards together. This weekend is our goal. And then she's going to be doing the YouTube class with you guys in May. So those are two of the bundles that are available. And the last one that I pulled here is I got Rolling Waves. And this is part of the March online exclusives. It's been in, it's been out. It's been in, and it's been out. And it's currently out. But I got one of them for the games or the prizes for tonight. So, all right. So these are what we have for the 5 master prizes that people will win by playing the games. And I do have, and I almost didn't show this class off because it's the only class that I think I only have one left of. And it's called the Delicate Whispers. It's the order-based class. So you could get it free with an order. Unless you're on my team, then you could pay for it or get it free with an order. And we made 48 of these, and there's only one left, which is pretty phenomenal. That means you guys really like these cards. So this is Delicate Whispers. So I may or I may not have any available. I guess I can't say right now. So, but I just thought I was over there grabbing the bundles that I might just show those off because in case you're wondering about those. All right, so what I want to do first, I think we're going to get a game plan here. We're going to cut our designer series paper because that will take a little bit. And I always like to do that right off the bat so that we have the paper all cut. And then what we'll probably do, because Kelly, you're leaving here at 8 or 8:15?
8.
She's leaving at 8 sharp. And so what we'll do is she helps us run the games because she can watch to see everybody's numbers. I've collected everybody's numbers. You guys, 58 people. I got all 5 of their lucky numbers logged in a spreadsheet. And what Kelly does is as I'm calling the numbers, she's able to track. So I don't overcall numbers. All right, because you guys are delayed a little bit with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut our designer paper for all 5 cards. And then we're going to play 2 games. We'll make a card. We'll play 2 games. And depending on time, we may play the third, that final game or the third one from that second set. We might just do all 3 of them in a row. Or we'll make a card. It's just, we're going to watch the clock. And as it just depends how long it takes us to cut the paper now. It's like cut the cheese, but no, we're going to cut the paper and then we're going to see how long it takes. So let me drop this down. So in your packet, you guys, you'll have, nobody has their packet yet, except for maybe, I don't think Elaine Rebeck, I don't think you came and picked yours up today. Angela Knutson, I think yours is here yet. So I really think everybody's just went out for shipping today. So nobody will have this. You guys get to work on something else or multitask while we're doing this. But you'll get the 5 card kits. Your golden ticket says Paradise Garden, create and play with today's date. You'll have in here, part of your goodie bag is something unique. I have not really done this before. I included the 12 sheets of the designer paper, but I also included 6 sheets of the foil, which is a 1/4 pack of foil. So if you guys haven't gotten this foil paper yet, I think you're going to love it. It's not shiny and glossy. it's actually more matte and it's got a little bit of texture to it. And the colors are so vibrant and they match this perfectly. So there's a little bit extra cutting of paper involved for tonight. So we did that because the ribbon, actually, the ribbon is slightly different. It's not different on the outside, but on the inside, this is a combo pack, but there's only 2 yards on each spool. Normally on a ribbon, you get 10 yards. So it was a little bit less ribbon, so we included the foil with it, all right? So you'll have 2 yards of the blue and 2 yards of the white. Then the hiccup that we experienced is I had enough gems for the first 48 people, and then I had to be strategic about who wouldn't care if I didn't include their gems in their bag, and I have an IOU coming for people for some of the gems. So for those people who have an IOU, you're going to notice a little Post-it note in your bag that says O's Gems. I have a little Post-it note here, and I wrote everybody's name down who I owe gems to, okay? So I tried. These things were available when I knew that I needed 48, but then as soon as I realized I needed 12 more, they're out now. So, and they're out till the end of April. So whoever I owe these gems to, they'll get them in their May package. So I'm actually not going to use these. I have an open pack sitting somewhere that I will, I'll use my open pack and I'll be able to add this into one of the ones that's here that I owe gems to. All right. So that's what's in your goodie bag. So the first thing we're going to do is clear a little space here and we're going to cut some paper. So let's grab the trimmer and move some things aside. And we're going to start, I think, with the easiest one, which is the coral one. Coral. All right, let's move over. Red over. Coral is coming over. Susan has us set up with the cards using the PDF. Thanks for getting it out on time for tonight. Yay! So that you can make some while you're stamping. Wonderful. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. You guys, we always try to get the tutorial out before class. That is always the goal. So when you get your paper, you could take a look at it. Some of it's going to be darker, some of it's lighter. It just depends on what section you got of it. So just figure out which section you want. And I'm going to cut the first piece, which is the full background mat. So it's a 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. You guys, I love my 16ths. I get laughed at because I like 16ths. If that doesn't work for you, do 5 by 3 3/4. Or you could do 5 1/8 by 4 1/8. What did I say? 5 and what you would go up 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, right? You got wiggle room. I like the 16th, so I'm going to do 3 13. I like actually this side, so I'm going to cut this at 3 13/16 by 5 1/16. That's easy. This then I'm going to save this for the inside of my card. And I'm going to save this for my envelope flap. So I just used the entire sheet. Perfect. And then you still have one sheet left to do something else with. All right, so I'll just start layering this stuff up here. All right, so that wasn't so horrible. All right, let's find another easy peasy one. The greeny one. Let's do green. All right. On this one, we utilized 2 pieces of the foil here, right? So you're going to grab your foil. The first one is a traditional mat, which you love. I love this number. Did the PDF go out for this class? I didn't get it yet. It sure did, Kimberly. And you definitely were on the class list. I emailed it last night around 11:30 p.m. Do me a favor first. Check your spam folder and see if it's there. And I don't know, Kelly, what computer are you working at? Yours?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you think of it, you could go to my Gmail for card. No, you have to do it now. But like when you switch over to that computer, you won't think of it later.
No.
You could check my sent folder, my Gmail. Last night I sent the PDF. You could see Kimberly Snow if she's in the list of people. So this is 5 1/4 by 4, right? So what we're gonna do is cut the 4 inches off first. So you guys, 5 1/4 by 4 is probably my most favorite size for a mat for paper. All right, if that happens again and you fall short, you could wait too. Okay, perfect. That's good to know, Sherry. I know Feline said that I could do that for her. And so I've already done that for Feline. All right, so then this is by 5 1/4. So this piece right here, oh, let me get the card out so you can see. This is not your traditional or average bear of a card. It opens like this, right? Right, so you get to see the DSP there.
Kimberly Snow is on.
Kimberly Snow, you were on the email, and Kelly, you could probably just forward it to her again if you want. So Kimberly, we're going to forward it to you right now so that you have it. I don't know, I can't tell you why you didn't get it, but you were definitely on the list. So this right here, this guy right here, whatever's left there can be used on your inside, okay? And then what we need to do is cut 2 more pieces actually. This piece and that piece. So I'm going to refer back to my foil here. This is 1 by 5, and so you could save this for your envelope flap. It's kind of thick though, so I actually would just use it for the 1 by 5. So I'm going to take this and cut it at 1 inch, right? And then by 5. A little baby scrap left for a leaf. You could die cut a leaf out of there, right? Why not? Waste not, want not. Now this is for right here, that little 1 inch piece right there. Then you have this piece, which is 2 5/8 by 2 7/8. Now you are going to have to dip into your second piece, but that's okay. We have a second piece. So it's 2 5/8 by 2 7/8. So if you want to, you could notch it out or cut it straight down. So I'm going to go right about there. So I'm going down. So I went 2 5/8 here. Then I'm going to do 2 7/8 here. And by doing it this way, I could still use this section or this section, right? And here's the piece that goes here. So 2 5/8 by 2 7/8. So this is going to the scrap yard right here, okay? Then we need to grab our designer series paper. So grab a greenie here. Those are the 2 greens. Look at them. See if they look identical or if, yeah, they look identical to me. I mean, they're not dark or light, but I like this here. So I want this to, oh, look at that. That is what's going to go right there. So this one is 5 inches, right? So the DSP is 5 by 5 1/4. So it's 5 tall. So we're going to cut it at 5 tall. Oh, thanks, Kathleen Ketterman. That's good to know. So we have this little bit left, but this is our height. Our height is 5 inches, okay? And then it's by 5 1/4, right? So what we're going to do is cut off 3/4 of an inch here. So 5 1/4, right? Oh, Donna can wait too. It's good to know, you guys. I'll keep that in mind. I randomly picked a couple of people. Like, I think there was 7 people I had to short gems. I felt bad. I had to do that for the bugs, and I had to do it for this one, but that's how it goes. And you guys see this? There's 3/4 of an inch left here, and that's for that little strip right there. So we need this, and this is going to go to the scrap yard. And then this needs to get scored. It actually gets scored at 3 3/4. So let's put this back in here and go to 3 3/4. Now you have to be careful scoring designer series paper. You don't want to press really hard because if you do, it sometimes rips through the paper. So I go lightly a few times like this. All right. And then what happens, you have a little score line there. That's going to fold back. Okay. So that's what we need. And eventually then we have a little accent piece here. And then we have that going over the top of it. Oh, it actually looks like it continues. That's really cool. The rest of the card kit will be inside your envelope. So what we can do is take all this. Now, we didn't cut an envelope flap, and I really like having an envelope flap. So what I'm going to do is dip into my second sheet here. And I generally, at 6 inches, and then I go 2 1/4 inch in. Now this actually looks like it's going this way. So I'm going to take off from this side at 2 1/4. And this goes to the scrap yard. And then this will be used for my envelope flap. Okay? So that's 2 cards. Next card is the yellowishes card. So this one has 2 pieces of designer paper that we're going to cut, plus the envelope flap. And this is a gatefold. So let's look at this. So you got our inside here, and then it opens like that. we have 2 pieces that we need to cut. And you're going to want to pull from the yellow. They call me mellow yellow. And orange. So this one I ended up with a little yellow and orange. This one's more orange. So depending on what you're looking for, you might want a mixture. So I'm liking this yellow and the orange here. I also like the orange with the yellow. This has yellow with a little orange. So just find the spot that you like the most. And when you cut it, I'm going to leave this one off to the side for now. The height is the same on both. It's 3 and 13/16. And again, for those that don't like 16ths, just go up or down. So we have 3 and 13/16 tall. So let's just look if our flowers look better one way or another way. They actually look like that might look good. Or that might look good. I actually like this. Okay, so I'm going to go for this section. This section. You know, guys, we're stampers. We can change our mind as much as we want. Maybe I'll go that way. We need a section that is equal to that and that. I'm going to go for this. Okay, I just decided. So 3 and 13/16 tall. So this is going to be my envelope flap. Maybe. Yes, it will be. Okay, so that's my envelope flap. Then over here, we're going to not go that way. I'm going to go this way. So this one on the side here is 1 and 7/16. And this one is 3 and 3/16. I want to make sure I keep the yellow here. So I'm going to flip this over upside down and do my 1 and 7/16. And then the next one is 3 and 3/16. There. This that's left over could potentially go on your inside. So my inside looks like this, but you could put that on the inside if you want instead of stamping it. So just something to think about. Hi, Catherine. This I'm going to put off to the side. Hi, Anne. All right, so let's flip these back this way, right? So this is that side, and that's on the other side. Back to the other side. And then we ended up with an envelope flap. All right, so I'm going to pile this up over there. And you didn't need to use this other one, which is good. You didn't have to use... we did end up using. Okay, so we're going to set this off to the scrapyard. And we have 2 left to cut for. All right, our blackberry and berry burst connection here. So this one is a different type of a fold as well. It opens like that. All right, so we've got a little bit of foil going on over here. We've got foil over here, and we got foil back over here, and then a nice piece of designer paper right on the front panel. So the DSP is 4 1/16 by 4 1/16. So we tried to give everybody a more blackberry print and everybody a more berry-licious print. So figure out what section you want, okay? So you've got a blackberry mixed with berry. So I think I want to go for a section that has a little bit of both. So maybe this right here. Yes, Donna, definitely. It is the Celebration Expressions Memories and More pack is on Last Chance. Kelly posted that the day that the catalog, the Last Chance, was published last week, Tuesday. And she posted that in the team page. And she said, hey, Be Happy Stampers, if you want to do the team option, get your packs now. So that's really good. I think it went down to, what, $6? Mm-hmm. So we're going to go like this. It's 4 1/16 by 4 1/16. So that's one little tick mark after the 4. So could this be my envelope flap? It could. We might just end up cutting a little bit off, but I think I'll go with it. Why not? And so then now we have 4 1/16 that we need this way. So I'm going to cut this berry side off and go so I have the mixture. Right, so I have this that is like a combination. So that's one. Okay, this can go to the scrapyard, and then the other sheet that's here can go to the scrapyard as well. We have foil up the wazoo on this one, just like the first one. So you're going to grab one of them, and the heights on these. So this is a section here that is 4 inches tall, and it's by 3 3/4. So it's going to fit in this panel over here. And then on the inside here, you have 4 by 1 3/4. So I think what we'll do first is cut the 4 inches off, right, this. And then we're going to turn our paper and we'll cut 3 3/4. And then 1 3/4. And it leaves a little stripperoni, the San Francisco treat that can go to the scrapyard. Okay, so these two are for here and then here. And then we have one left, and it's that little guy. And he is 1 5/8 by 2 3/4. So let's see what this is. Oh, that's 2, so that's perfect. So we'll go this way, and we'll cut at 2 3/4 for our length. Scrapyard. Flip it this way, and it's 1 5/8. Scrapyard? Question mark? Garbage. File it. Do whatever you want with that little baby. That could be an accent piece on a card. You don't even know. All right, I can make your hands clap. So this piece is right there. All right, so then that should be it for this card. We've got our 3 foils and the DSP. This is extra. You can do with it as you desire. All right, and Jane says you like all of them, but I agree, the green one is the best. Good. All right, so that leaves one card for us, and it's going to be the doozy card of them all. So it's not hard, it's just more complicated than the rest. So this one, there's a piece of foil back here, and there's a piece of foil here. And that's probably the easiest part about this card. Oh, where's the recipe? Right there you are. Okay. So let's start with the foil. So that size is our favorite size, 5 1/4 by 4. So we'll do the 4 first, and then by 5 1/4. And you're going to use that little skinny strip on the inside. So you're saving both of these. Okay. Then there is a piece right here in the front, and that foil is 2 by 2. So if you see here, this should be as close to 2 as we can get it. Mine is a smidgen less than 2. So when I see that, I'm going to do a smidgen less than 2 here. So I'm going to still hopefully have a square then. It is, like, this is some of the best foil they've come out with in a very long time. I love that it's got the texture and it's not shiny. It's matte. Super cool. So I did cut a square here. This is for the scrapyard, and then this is going to be the little bit of a square that goes back there. Okay. And then we have the designer paper. So what's left for the designer paper? Well, we have the side pieces here, and then we have these pieces. Okay. So you're going to see, so this extra piece goes to the scrapyard. And then the white piece is just a backer that is for protection to help the corners so they don't get bent. So what you've got left is a little bit of a rigmarole. This paper is 2 colors in one. And I don't know if my paper is actually going to work together. But what happens is the green is together and the blue is together, and then it swirls all over the place. And it's just a hot mess. So what happens is you're going to get a little bit of green on this card. It's how it's going to work. So the green is actually kind of hidden underneath this. So let's look at this. The blue here, I gotta look at the back of this. All right, I'm thinking how we got this. I ended up with, I don't think we used this paper at all. This one right here, I think didn't get used. So you guys can make into like a pretty card with this one. What happens with this is you're gonna end up with a little bit mixture of blue and green. I'm thinking that there's gonna be, so this is the front and the back. All right, so let's see. This one was more complicated than I wanted it to be. I was trying to show you guys the technique, and having only 6 inches of paper, it made it a little bit hard to do this. But there's 3 pieces of paper here actually. So like, I'm gonna put you underneath the skirt here, you can see. So there's a strip here, and there's a strip here, and a strip here. And all those strips equal 6 inches. And so we're going to find, I'm looking at my paper and figuring out what's going to work best. So I definitely want to use the blue from this side, and I'm going to end up with a little bit of green here. But what happens is you're not going to necessarily see all of it because of the corners flapping back. And on this side, it ends up being the same thing. So we're going to grab like a strip here, and then we're going to grab the section here, I think is what we're going to do. I think that makes the most sense. I might even grab, this is like putting a little baby puzzle together of how it's going to work the best, because you're going to end up with a little bit of green on yours. It's just how the paper ended up working. So if I use this section here going through the middle, then I can use this section and this section. What happens, you know what? I need the blues. I think I'm going to use, so these side panels here, I want the blue here, like that. So I'll have a little bit of green here. I'm trying to think if that goes there. Then I'm going to use this blue one as this side panel here. And then I'll have a little bit of mixture of blue and green through the middle is how that's going to work. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at what size we are. The height on it is 5 1/16 tall, right? So we definitely want the height. So I'm going to cut off this bottom part here because I want to make sure I save as much blue as I can. You guys, we're going to utilize both pieces and we're going to be okay with it. We generally try to only use half the pack, but we're going for it. So 5 1/16 tall, right? So that's going to the scrapyard. And on this one, we're going to cut off this side, this bottom as well. So 5 1/16 here. So I'm cutting off the more greeny part, right? So this can also go to the scrapyard. So I did, when I designed this one, I did use a 6-inch piece of paper, and I cut here and then the middle panel and then the side panel, because you could make it all work with this. But I really want to I want to salvage as much blue here, and I want to salvage as much blue on the other side. So I'm going to take a section from this side right here, and it's 1 13/16. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 1 13/16. Again, I'm cutting for me. I'm trying to use this blue side. I want more blue here. And if I take it from here or if I take it from here, it matters now because I have the right height, but you could choose that before you cut your 5 1/16. So this right here is going to be this side. And then what I'm going to do is grab from this one. There's more blue here. So I'm going to do 1 13/16 here. Right, so that's that side. This green is going to disappear when I fold this back, and then I'm going to get some blue flowers here. So these are the side panels, okay? For the middle section now, it's this side, and I'm going to look for the section that has the most blue because I really want to draw out the blue. I like this one. You have two options. You could either cut the whole width that you need, which is 3 13/16, or if you want to do like I did and not waste anything, you just need the middle part here. So you need from that measurement to that one, which is, for in this case, it's like 2.5 inches. So you could just cut 2.5 inches and be okay with it. And the other option is to just cut it at 3 13/16 wide. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to cut 3 inches. And then I'm going to center it based off of 3 inches. So I'm going to put these to the scrapyard. Anyone else frozen? Barbara, I am not frozen. I'm watching right along with you, trying to not be confused about what I'm doing. So, all right. So what I did is I have this piece going in the middle. This green is going to be popping out a little bit. It's okay. And then this is going to cover up on one side, and this is going to cover up on the other side. All right, so we got the paper cut. We'll come back to the rest of this. We have to measure down, measure in, and we have to fold our flaps back, okay? So we'll come back to that. But I think for now, we didn't do an envelope flap. Hang on. I have this left, and this piece left. I think what I'm going to do is All right, I will say, I originally had a thought that you guys would use this one 6x6, and that would have left you with a strip off of the other page for your envelope flap. This won't work for the envelope flap, but if you wanted to, you could cut into this guy and use this for your envelope flap, and that I think would work because the blues are very similar. All right, so this all goes back to the scrapyard. All right, so back in the scrapyard, you've got a little bit left to play with to do other things, right? So you've got a few sheets of the foil left over, and you've got some sheets of the designer paper. All right. Okay, I'm going to put this away so that I don't have a mess later. All right. Deep breath. That was a lot of cutting paper. Kelly was working away. You guys want to know what Kelly's working on? She's working on 2 things today that she was trying to get done. One is the Beekeeper's Guide. She's trying to get that updated. And she's working on the DSP sampler, right?
Yep.
Those are...
Should get the DSP sampler to a place, but Beekeeper's Guide will have to be next. Not today.
Not today. So, yeah, so that's what she's got on her radar. So, all right. But I think we did good. Hopefully that wasn't too crazy. You guys have, for those of you who registered and paid for class, you'll have the tutorial, and those measurements are all written in the tutorial, so you can refer to that. And I know for this last card, we'll start with that one first that we make so that we're freshest, but Jolene made a little template for that, all right, so that you can work with that. I thought when we had sorted the paper, I thought we had, it's just how the paper got cut that we add a little bit more, there was just more green in it, but the green really complements the blue, I think. So is Kelly ready to switch gears and do some numbers? So how, for those of you who have never done Create and Play with me or played Lucky Numbers, everybody who registered and paid gave me their 5 lucky numbers between 1 and 30. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start calling out numbers. And what happens then is if you have the number that I call, you're going to put an S in the comments. And if you have the next number that I call, you're going to put ST. And then the third number will be STA. If I call 4 of your numbers, you're going to write STAM. And then if I call all 5 of your numbers, you're going to write the word stamp, STAMP. And then what you want to do after you write the word stamp is you should follow up immediately with your 5 numbers so that I can confirm them with what we have on file for you. And then you can tell me which bundle you would like. So I will drop this back down and again, remind everybody really quick what the bundles are so that you have that figured out. We have Rolling Waves. Oh, my water bottle. That was a big shadow. Rolling Waves. We have Sweet Words and Labels. We have Sweet Old Friends. And then Bordered in Beauty and Scalloped Bloom. So those are what is on the docket for prizes for bundles for tonight. Oh, there was a sheet laying over here. Put you over there. All right. Kelly already cut up a past Beekeeper's Guide. So we've got one, she's all got them here, 1 through 30. Pretty certain. There's 4, 7. Oh, they're not necessarily, oh, there's 1. Okay, they're all here. They're just not all in order at the moment. And what I'm going to do is flip them over. And I'm going to swirl them around. And I'm going to start pulling numbers. I will say that the way I do my game night is you do not have to be present to win. I get it. Emergencies come up, family things come up, work comes up. And so what we do is we follow along. So if somebody's not watching, that's what Kelly's tracking the numbers, and she'll know as I call them if somebody has it. And if they're not watching, we'll give them a chance to, because I kind of know who's all watching, and you guys are telling us if you're here by putting STAMP. And if for any reason somebody's not here and we verify their numbers, they still will get a prize. They're just going to get the last prize that's available. That's how we do it. So then people don't feel bad if they've registered and paid for a class tonight and they're not able to be with us in the moment. And because we all know what that's like, it just happens. So, and some people's technologies run a little bit slower. That's why we also watch for the numbers so that we don't call ahead and call ahead and call ahead, and then all of a sudden 5 people win. And I did mention at the beginning that if 2 people get stamp, or even 3 or 4. I don't think we've ever had 4, and I don't think we've ever had 3, but I know we've had 2. If 2 people or more get stamp on the same number, what we do is we assign a 1 to somebody, a 2 to somebody, and I pull up my phone and we do the good old number generator, and somebody then wins, and then I'll have a backup prize for the other person. So, yay, how does that sound? Are we ready? Good luck, everyone. Yes, thanks, Jane. All right, are we ready? It's Justin Timberlake, you guys. I get it in my head, and I don't know how to get it out of my head. Are we ready? All right. And I should put that on. That is a ding-a-ling away here. So let's put you on pager. All right, first number. I want to go for some butterflies. Oh, number 30. Falling snow. Wow. Is Angelique watching? Wow. All right, number 30, you guys. We wrote the numbers at the bottom here. But they are here. So number 30, falling snow. This, I'm trying to think of all the stamp sets. I did not get falling snow. I did get the embossing folder that had the falling snow. All right, let's go with this guy. Number 5, numero 5. Just Me and You stamp set. I never realized it, but there's a little kitten on here with a bow in her hair. I guess I didn't look at this so closely. Huh, okay. Cutie patootie. Let's go for this one. Number 16 is Weekend Adventures stamp set. So,
You're going to have to repeat that in a hot second. I need to put some formatting. Okay.
Kelly's formatting stuff. So, this one is cute. It is a coffee mug cup, and it's got flowers that you can put in. I think I bought this one. I'm pretty sure I have it. I love the adventure starts here. So that's number 16 is that number. We had number 5. We had number 30. So we're on a roll. We're rocking and rolling. Rolling to number 13, beautiful motifs. Now, if you're looking for a stamp set that is very versatile with sentiments galore that fit on the front of your card very nicely, this is the set for you. I don't know if I'd need these 2 things in the set, but all the rest of it make up for the randomness of these 2 things. So I do love my beautiful motifs, though. All right, number 13. All right, we have, hi, Rosemary Schmidt. Let's go to that guy. Number 18, Peaceful View. Oh, man. Do I have my card over there? My Peaceful View card. Number 18. Let me just see here. I made a really pretty card with it. I don't know. I looked for it, you guys. You might have watched me for Craft Roulette last year. I did a card with this. Sorry, I ran away with the number 18. I embossed it in black, and I did a sunrise, sunset, and it was so pretty. I had that card in my head for many months before I got it out. All right, let's look at this one. Thank you. No, thank you is numero uno, number 1. Number 1 is thank you. Oh my gosh, we got some S's that just finally came in. I'm sure we have more than just 2 people that have S, would be my guess. Okay. So I got Sherry Stewart and Kimberly with S's that I'm seeing. Number 15 is the Sweet Blooms stamp set. And this one's another one that has some pretty sentiments. It has the hello, hello, hello. And you could have 15. Don't tell me we have a winner already.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, that was really fast. But we don't. Hold the phone. That's nothing. So we did do a false alarm. We had a fabulous florals of blooms sweet class last, I think it was August or July. It was really pretty. All right, so that's number 15. All right, I see an ST. I see S. Let's go way to the bottom. Let's find this guy here. The number 12. I have the coneflower celebrations. This is a pretty one. I like the coneflowers. This is on last chance, you guys. A lot of these things that you're seeing here, they are on last chance, so you might consider getting them. This is great if you missed somebody's birthday because it has happy belated birthday. There's always a time and a need for a belated birthday, I think.
I missed my friend's birthday by 10 days.
Oh,
like,
10 days. Are they a close friend?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was in my wedding.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
I guess you'll have that. Number 2, Scoops. Sunshine Vibe stamp set. So we were going to use this for a game night last year, and the community decided against featuring sunshine vibes, and we ended up going with beautiful gallery instead. But yeah, I've bought the stamp set. I don't think I've used it once, but I just realizing now it's got hello, darling, and thanks, and sending good vibes. That's nice. I like that. Number 2, scoops. All right. So we have lots of S's. This next number is 24. Peaceful Pier. And I know Julie Bierschbach featured this on one of her classes. Somebody knows, somebody cares. Your name is whispered in somebody's prayers.
What?
Wow. I don't think I've ever read. So I think this is an online exclusive, and I completely missed it. It wasn't in a catalog. Thinking of you today, and just because. There's a little Fisher dude. Yay. 24. Yay. All right. I've got Kimberly with STA. I have
a lot of STAs.
We have a lot of STAs. Okay. Perennial postage dies. You guys, there was one of these things is not like the other one. Which one could it be? It is this one. The perennial postage dies. And we have all the stamps and one die set. And so it is this one. And it's a great one with all the different shapes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Number 3.
Okay.
Kelly's like, stop talking and just give me the number. She's like, you talk way too much.
Yeah,
Number 3. She's like, and the number 3. Kind of like reminds me of like, she told me like my light box was all full of stuff like it currently is now. And she's like, well, I would get that done better if the light box was empty.
I didn't say that.
I did say it, but that's what I heard. All right. Number 17 is the Faith Collection. And this one's great. It has a nice little saying in here that says, let your faith be bigger than your fears. And we did this. We featured this set for a monthly card last March, I think, which was good. All right, that was number 17, and I like it. Let's go for you. All right, number 4 is the Delightful Wishes.
I think that will do it for somebody.
Somebody. Kelly said that somebody might be a winner chicken dinner. So Delightful Wishes, it says, wishing you were here, wishing you all the best, wishing you a happy birthday, lots of love, and you well. So if Kelly wouldn't mind also, I'm at the point where I noticed that my 2 scissors are missing from here.
Oh, no.
And my take your pick tool is missing from here. And if they're sitting in a box, over yonder. So we've got Shirley Natali, Jean Terwilliger, and
Did you say your tear tape?
I need, nope, I have tear and tape.
Okay.
Good there. Okay. I've got Yvette coming in, Connie Moore coming in. So thank you very much. I need that and I need those. I appreciate it. Perfect. Wonderful. Now I feel complete and whole that my caddy is full. Okay. So I don't know if I've seen this person's name yet come through. I think we're going to do a second game right off the bat.
Okay.
And then we'll make a card and then we'll two games. I don't think I've seen her on yet tonight. So people are still rolling in with their numbers, but I haven't seen Miss Ellen Brover yet. So I see Mary's on, Yvette with their STAs. Feline's got S. Okay, there you go. So, and they're still so if everybody's where I'm at, they're still watching me do the perennial postage stamp. So, well, one of these things is not like the other one. So the last one I called there was number 4 though. So we're going to give that just a moment. I've got Sherry Everett had STA, which is pretty good. And I think what we'll do now that you guys are seeing, I believe I can fly. Oh, they're on Faith Collection actually, which was number 7. They're actually 2 numbers behind. So what we're going to do to keep her moving, I'm going to have Kelly read off to me Ellen Brover's numbers. And we're going to do, only because I haven't seen Ellen on here yet. And I don't want to keep waiting if Ellen's not even like at the moment watching. So,
okay, so we have 3.
So say it really loud.
3.
3.
4.
And 4.
15.
15.
16.
16.
Oh, you were waiting for me, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, and 30.
Oh, 30. 30 scoops over here. Okay.
30 scoops.
30 scoops. So that looked like is all the numbers that we called. So we have Miss Ellen Brover from Coconut Grove, Florida, as one of our first winner. And if Ellen pops on, if anybody sees Ellen pop on, then definitely.
Was 30 the first number you
Yeah,
called?
30 was the very first number that I called.
There's a little messiness in here.
Yeah, that 30 was the snowflake, was the first one. So, hi, Lisa. And so, if we see Ellen Brover pop on, oh, these are upside down and these are not. We're going to have to tell her that she won. And what we're going to do.
What an exciting way to join the live.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be exciting if you just join in and you're like, yeah, you won. So you guys, I don't know what Ellen's screen name is, but I'm sure it's going to be something like Ellen. So I would hope. So what we're going to do, it's 7:20. We're going to play another game. I'm going to swirl these around really good. And then we'll make one of the cards. And then I think we'll probably play all 3 games in one row. Because it's very helpful having Kelly here. So thank you to Kelly for helping us always do an amazing game night, keeping everything in track. All right, so I'm going to swirl them around, and we're going to start over, everybody. Okay, is Kelly ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready and waiting.
Ooh, 2. 2 scoops of 2s. No, 20 scoops of 2s. I don't know. 22 is the number. Silly Safari. And, Hakuna Matata is in there. Did you know that?
What?
It says Hakuna Matata.
Wow.
And happy birthday, you party animal. I love it. Super proud of you. It's your day. Go wild. I didn't get this set. So I'm just taking it in as to if I would really, I'm trying to decide if I want to buy it or not. I had a moment there. So, oh no, Feline said she was almost skunked, but she had a number, so that was good. All right, let's see what this one is. Number 8, Stripes and the Dots stamp set. Stripes and Dots. I think I own that one. I don't know if I've used it yet, though. All right, number 8. That was number 8. Let's do this one here. Oh, right. Totes my goats. Notes and totes. Number 10. Sending warm wishes. Just a note. There's a cute, adorable little sun, and there's little water droplets. This one's cute. We did a monthly class in June of last year. We had the tote bag, and we used this. So number 10. Number 10. That's good. Here, let's find this guy down here. Oh, one of these is not like the other one. Our number 3. Is that one? Perennial postage dies.
So you're not going to tell people why we have one not like the other?
Yeah. I mean, do you have the other number 3?
Maybe.
Yvette says she switched her numbers and could have won. All her favorite numbers were called. Congrats to the first winner. Aw, Yvette, I'm sorry. That's how it goes, right? Number 3 here. So Kelly's like, do I want to tell you guys why our number 3 is not like the other ones? Oh, Mary said her comments are rolling in slow due to ads. Oh, no. Well, we are going, we're watching along with everybody. So, Mary, we are calling your numbers, we'll let you know. So, the 3, Kelly started off by using a permanent purple marker because she knows I love purple. And this was really great and big, and we really wanted Be My Valentine to be number 3. But when you flip it over, you could read the 3 through it. And we didn't think that was very fair for me to be able to read the numbers through. So that's why we have one perennial postage die. So sorry, Be My Valentine stamp set. We really are going to miss you. All right, so that was 3. All right, let's go way down here. All right. Number 6 is called the Natural Botanical stamp set. We have a visitor. The door is number 6. Oh, man. So I'm trying to...
Yeah, we are doing games. We got game night.
We got game night. Is that Chris?
It is Chris. Chris, it's Chris. I can't even pick up paper.
Number 6. Oh, that's right. I couldn't figure out why I had 3 Paradise Designer Series papers packs in the box. I completely forgot like what they were for. They're sitting on the counter in the mudroom. Yep.
Right.
You'll find them. There's a whole pile of Designer Series paper, and there's 3 packs of paper inside on the pack. About 2 feet from the wall on the left-hand side. Yep.
All right.
Okay, good job.
Oh, I'll call you later. I gotta change my deed.
Okay, no worries. Sounds good. All right, so Kelly got number 6.
I do.
Oh, look at this one, you guys. It's a party piggy, number 25. It says, "What shakin' bacon? I am so proud of you."
Tonight's the night to read the sentiment.
Yeah, let's party like it's 1999. No, it doesn't say like that.
Okay.
I just made that up, like Prince's song, you know. 25 is the number. 25. We have lots of S's, you guys. Some STs rolling in. We're doing good. Let's go right here. This one. Oh, man, I saw the dog with a temperature gauge in its mouth. Okay, a thermometer. Oh, man, there's a cat with a broken arm.
Oh, my.
Hugs and healing sim. That's not the one, but I just noticed that. Oh, it's that guy. Number 18. We had that already. Peaceful View stamp set. All right, so number 18. And I like it. All right, let's go for this guy hiding right down here. Let's see what he is. Oh, you're totally awesome. Number 7. Now, I will have to say about this guy. If you like the turtles, I am still planning a totally awesome class for you. Get it? Haha. Totally awesome class. Now, I'm going to not plan for a lot of people, but I have enough that I'm planning for like, it's going to be like a product-based class with paper, ribbon, embellishments, and we're going to make some turtle fun folds. It's on my radar. It has been on my radar since last July. So it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. So that means it's going to happen. I just don't know when. But I had about 15 people that were interested in the class. So I'm still going forward. I just don't know when. Yvette says, "Good job, Kelly. Purple and one of my numbers." Laughing out loud. All right. So again, that was the Totally Awesome stamp set number 7. That's good. And I got to talk to you about the class that I am thinking about doing and planning to do. Number 19. Number 19 is our terrific toadstools. You are magical in every way. No, it just says you are magical. And then it says popping up to say hi. So this is terrific toadstools. Hey, there's a little ladybug right there. I didn't even notice that. Okay, number 19 is our terrific toadstools. Oh, Barbara Gobby's got STA. That's good. Very good. Well, let's grab this guy. Oh, very nice. 23. The most wonderful time of the year. It reminds me of a car commercial where they have the car for sale at Christmas time. What was it? 23. 23. I was trying to remember.
I was trying to figure out, you have 14 people with STA.
STA. So I have 14 people with the first 3 numbers already. Okay. That's good.
Just a few.
Just a few. Pat Settle's one of the STAs.
So I just had to know.
She was curious how many people. So 14 people at the current moment have STA. So let's go for that one. Ooh, it's our coneflowers. Number 12. Number 12. And this one says, "I love that I've known you for so many birthdays." Wow. That's a very good inside saying. We use that one quite a bit. And I'm sorry I missed your special day. Let's extend the celebration. There you go. All right, number 12. Number 12. Numero 12. All right. Let's go down here and find you. Ooh, number 21. Inspiring Imperfections. And this one says, "I'm here for you. I know you'll get through this and be stronger for it." It's the broken glass. The kintsugi. All right, so 21. So, Kelly, we're still good to go?
I think we are. Just give me a hot second.
She says she needs a hot second. We've got lots of STAs, you guys. Lots of STAs. Let's get one of these from down here.
Okay.
She's good. Should I pull another number?
Good. Something's weird about the formatting, but I think we're still good.
Okay, I'm going to grab this guy. Ooh, number 20. All right, it's okay if all you did today was breathe. I am here for you and sharing love and story. This is a pretty saying with sets.
And that number is what?
20. And I haven't bought this. I'm still on the fence about this one. I really like that flower. But I have a hard time buying a stamp set for one thing. But I have done that before. I've bought a stamp set just because of one stamp in it. So, all right, Mary Novak's got STA. Yep, all right. Keep her moving.
Keep her moving.
Keep her moving. Ooh, here's her number 13. Debbie guessed that she just ordered the turtle stuff because it was on sale. Waited for a sale, got it ordered. Good job.
Okay, that should do it.
Ooh, does that mean with one person or do we have multiples?
That looks like it should do it for one.
Wow. Kelly's telling me that one lucky person.
A lot of people have their butt cheeks clenched.
Oh man, she just Kelly. Okay, her words verbatim. She said a lot of people have their butt cheeks clenched right now because there was are there STAMs.
There are. I can tell you how many.
Kelly's gonna tell us. Okay, so Pat Settle is one of them. She has STAM. So Kelly's gonna tell us how many people have their butt cheeks clenched. So you guys,
Okay.
I can't come up with this stuff. How many?
Have STA.
24 people have STA.
And 6 people have STAM. And 1 person has STAMP.
Okay. Hopefully you heard that because that all came out really fast. And I was
6 have STAM.
Okay, 6 people have STAM. Mary Novak is one of them. Pat Settle. So we're ending on number 13. And Aunt Patty's got STAM. So let's see. Oh, okay. I know who the winner is. I just looked over.
Ooh.
Ooh, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things are gonna get brighter. All right.
Karaoke.
Yeah, no, you don't want to hear me do karaoke. What you guys get from me in class is about all the singing you get from me. Like, my one-liners, I can handle my one-liners. That's about all I can handle. All right. Ooh, child. I think, Kelly, how long did it take us to do 2 games? Was it like 10 minutes?
10, 12, 15 tops.
Ooh, so if I make a card, then do we have enough time to do 3 more games? If I pick the easiest card of them all?
Sure.
Sure, go for it. Okay, as we find out who our STAMP is.
I think there's a big lag, though. So
There is. I'm going to go to A and W, where the food's as good as the root beer. All right, I'm going to pull this card out while we're waiting for our winner chicken dinner. And I'm going to prep myself. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to start by gluing my envelope flap. I think you guys can handle that while we wait. So I'm going to check this. I just don't want to go.
2 people are skunked.
Oh no, how can 2 people be able to know? You'll have that, I guess. So we're going to put that right to the edge. So first things first, I'm going to just glue my envelope flap. Ooh, I really want more of that edge, I guess. So now I got to be careful that I get glue everywhere. Look at that, Pat Settle! Woohoo! Pat Settle! Kelly wrote your name down on a Post-it note. That means that she also thinks that you are a winner. If you could follow up with your numbers, that would be amazing. I'm going to trim my envelope flap, so that's good to go. And cut that off right there. And, ooh, that's interesting. So we're going to just do this, and then my flap will be done. And I picked probably the easiest card to start with our card making. All right, so there's our flap. And our pieces here, we have our white mat for the inside. And we have this. Yes, so Pat Settle, we also agree with you that you have it. Just list off your numbers. And then what happens is I will show them, or I'll go through them with everybody. All right, in your kit here then, you're going to have more stuff. You'll have this layer, which is for your designer paper to go on. You'll have your vellum, a circle, a label, a flower, and a leaf. And these, the flower and leaf come from the springtime scenes. And they look white because they are white. What we're going to do is sponge them with some color. All right, so this is the card that we're working on. Like that. So we have You Brighten My Day. And then on the inside we have, oh, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Where does that come from? Paradise Garden. I don't know if I pulled that. So it says You Brighten My Day. And we're going to put the designer series paper on the bottom. I'm buying Pat some time here. And if Pat, when you have a moment, if you could type in your 5 lucky numbers, that would be awesome sauce. So we're going to do a little bit of gluing. So you guys, I really did pick the easiest card to start with. I thought I could start making that while Pat gives us her numbers. So we have our coral mat, coral, and then our designer series paper mat. And there's no ribbon that's going behind this layer, so we could glue that down first. And Patricia Settle, you keep putting stamp, S-T-A-M-P. Can you tell us your 5 numbers so I can confirm them? Like, did you have 7? Did you have 8? Did you have 22? Like, what? I know you got stamp, but if you could tell us and confirm your numbers, that would be amazing. Just like type in your 5 numbers versus putting the word stamp. All right, so that's going to go here. And then I have a piece of vellum. And it's hard to see it, but it is here. And when you get the cards up close and personal, you can see the frostiness. And it adds just a little bit behind it. All right, so what we're going to do is I think I'll use a little bit of tear and tape for that. Just in the middle area. If you put the tear and tape behind, you're going to see it. So you want to make sure that you put it more in the middle. And it's a diamond. I've got 2 fingers on the bottom and 1 finger on the top. So it is north of the equator a bit and centered left to right. Like that. Okay. Now, the ribbon, you guys. You're going to have white ribbon in your bag, and you're also going to have the blue ribbon. So you're going to definitely use the white ribbon on this one. And on this, I am actually going to wait to do the ribbon until I have all my things done. So we're going to take a moment and pause from assembling, and we'll go ahead and put things together. Sorry, stamp is what I really meant to say. So I've got You Brighten My Day, which is right here. And then I've got a saying that we can put on the inside that says, Sending You Sunshine. So instead of thank you, I am going to put the other saying here, this one. Sending lots of sunshine. You brighten my day, sending lots of sunshine. All right. Coral is the color that we're going to use. And when you stamp this, you're going to want to make sure you stamp more to the left than in the middle or to the right, because our flower covers up part of it. So we're going to do You Brighten My Day. Like that. I think I'm going to go out of comments and come back in and see if that fixes anything. Nope, I still didn't see. So Pat Settle, couple things, if you could let us know your 5 numbers and then follow up also with what stamp set bundle you would like to consume or claim, should be more the word, claim for your prize. So we're going to put Sending Lots of Sunshine. Now, in my sample, and what you guys will see in here is thank you and the little leaf, right? So I also have the strip. Thanks, Kimberly. In here, you could also put the strip that we have, right? So that works. The thank you, it does come from Paradise Garden. So let me show you that. I could have used it, but I didn't have it out on a block. Here's Paradise Garden. That is where the thank you comes from, right? So it is from that set. Then we need a sponge dauber, and we're going to dip into our dauber here and color our flower. So if you don't have Calypso Coral, you could do almost any color that accents really nicely with Calypso Coral. All right, so we're just going to go around. Let's flip this over so you guys can see what we're doing. Going just around the edges with the petal. Then the green color that I pulled in is called Granny Apple Green. So all I did was go around and accent that. And I don't think we need coral for anything else. So grab Granny Apple next. And you're going to need another dauber. And we'll grab this one. Hi, Gwengoda from Hawaii. All right, so on this one, we're going to go around all the leaves. And if you don't want any white showing, you definitely want to do more. And if you want the white accent in the middle, then don't do quite as much. All right, we're going around the horn. All right, Pat Saddle, calling Pat Saddle. I need you to tell me your numbers. And I'm gonna finish off this card and we're gonna play the next, I think, because you guys mentioned, I mentioned Kelly's gotta leave at 8, so we need her help tracking things. So we're gonna do the other 3 games basically in a row, and then we'll make the last 4 cards all together as a grouping. So there, I've got my greeneries ready to go. Oh, there she is! Good job, Pat! She's got 6 and 8, 13, 23, and 25. And on the top, she picked scalloped blooms. Good job.
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations to Pat. All right, I got your name on it. I will send that out. If you don't mind, I'll send that out in the next package. That will be going out in May. Hopefully you're okay with that. If you're not, just let me know. But that's my goal. All right, so good job. Oh, so something's going on with Pat's phone, you guys. She's messaged twice. So we'll have those technology issues. Okay, so I'm going to scoop those all up over to the side. All right, let's get glue happy here. So we're going to glue this first. And put that down. So that should fit really nicely right in here. And then we'll flip this and we'll glue both of these then. This goes, so all of these cards, you guys, we double matted them for your stamping pleasure. So normally I don't do that for game night, but they looked amazing having a second mat on the inside that gave it a pop of color. Okay, here's that one. And let's just put the front together then. So what I'm going to do is put a dimensional right behind here and attach my leaf action here. So let's look. That guy, and then you can see those 2 leaves kind of popping out. Now, if that's a lot of popping action, what you could do is do this flat now. So like keep this with a dimensional, and then you could add a glue dot right where the leaf is, right? And then that's going to attach off to the side here, right? And then what I did is you could pop this up or glue it flat, right? So it's going to get a little bit high if you pop it up, but that's okay. Yep, go grab your stuff, get buttoned up. I'm going to finish this card, and then we'll get on the last 3 games. That's, yeah, Kelly's got to be out of here right at 8, you guys. So I'm going to finish this, and we're going to play 3 games. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so now this label attaches onto our, oh, yep, it does, onto our circle, like that. And then you're going to grab the tear-in tape, and we're going to attach ribbon. And what we'll do is we'll put a little here and a little like that. And I have a loop on each end and 2 tails coming out. So grab this ribbon and you're going to make a loop And you guys know what I didn't do? I didn't grab my tear and tape waiting in the wings. And then this tail coming out like that. And button that up. And then you're going to do a loop right like that. And then the tail come in like that. Perfect, right? So it makes it look like there's a bow there, but there's not. It's a faux bow. And then we're going to pop these up. And then that goes right. I didn't take the tear and tape off the ribbon. I'm going to let that be. All right. And then this goes right there in the middle. Now, I'm lucky. My leaf didn't go over the edge, but I still would have a little bandwidth here to pull it back. I've put a dimensional back there and I can tug it back that way. There it is. So I do have 5 of these coral-ish gems, or the flirty ones. And I do have 5 here. And I'm trying to think what I did. I could actually use these too. So we're going to put this one in the middle there. No, I'm going to put that one right there. And I'll put the more. Oh, I thought it popped away from me. We'll put that one there. And then we'll use some of these side ones there, and then right there. All right. And then you could Stella anything that you wanted as well. But you guys, if you'll have a whole row of these more pink ones here that you could put on. All right, Kelly, she's waiting for me. So we got the envelope flap done, and we got the card made. And got the first one knocked out of the ballpark. Our Coralicious card. Okay, boom. All right, you guys, we're going to rock and roll here. So let's grab the numbers. And let's swirl them around. So we're going to play then the other 3 games. Back to back, guys. All right. So I'll come back to that card and talk about it a little bit more and see if we can Stella anything. But I keep looking at the clock and I'm like, oh, I can't have Kelly be late for the boys. All right, so let's do, that guy looks good. Number 8. Number 8, stripes and dots. Number 8. Kimberly loves the double mats. Good. All right, number 29. I think this is the first time. Pretty florals. First time for tonight. Pretty florals. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. Number 23 is the most wonderful stamp set of the year. 23. I like this one. This is called the Storybook Garden Patch, but really, it's number 14. Happy birthday to you. Number 14, and I like it. Let's go for that guy. Oh, look at that. Here's our thank you. These look very similar, just different words. So number 1. Number 1 is our thank you. Oh man, look at that. There's a congrats too. I didn't even realize that. There was a congrats, there's a thank you, and a happy birthday. And that is number 5. It is just me and you. Number 5. How are we doing?
One person has STA.
Oh, okay. They'll catch up with us really soon here. One person has STA. On this one is our Natural Botanicals number 6. Number 6 is the next number. Let's see what you are. Number 15. I feel like a lot of people, when they were giving me their numbers, I feel like a lot of people picked 15. It's a very popular number.
I'll tell you that 10 people picked 15.
So that is...
One number had 19 people.
Wow. What number was that?
Take a guess.
7.
You haven't called it yet.
Oh,
it is not 7.
It's not 7. Okay, so Kelly was saying one number has 19 people that picked it. All right, so
18 people had 7. So you were close.
Oh, 18 people had 7. Okay, I was like, number 7 was really a popular number. Okay, so that last number that I called was 15, and we have not called 7 yet. Oh, sunrise, sunset, number 11.
Okay.
Has the bird. So Angela Knutson, you need to come back and stamp your birds. That's where it came from. Sunrise Sailing, number 11. All right. All right. Ooh, 21 is Inspiring Imperfections, number 21. 21. Let's do you. I like the Simply Said. I think that's gone, but number 26 is Gallery Blooms.
Wait. I think, oh my gosh, I literally just went over there. I think that might do it for someone.
With number 26?
Oh my god, it did.
Number 26?
It did.
It did it? Okay.
It did it.
It did it. Okay, so Kelly's telling me, the funny thing is, Kelly, that nobody even knows. Nobody even knows that we just started. It was like, well, they know that we just started. So we might be playing some of these rounds by ourselves because the sad news is that it just started. So, and I have you for 10 more minutes because I talked way too much. Okay.
Oh, that's 2 sticky notes together.
I know, right? Don't waste a sticky note.
Never.
So what's going to happen here?
I've never even looked at this yet.
Oh, Kelly's really
Beautiful.
sad. She's so like in love with the Winnie the Pooh. I love little Piglet. That's my favorite, is Piglet. And he's in here twice. He's special. Okay, so in the matter of time and just starting, we already have Lynn Beasley with ST. Why doesn't Kelly tell me the numbers of the person who won, and then I'll announce who that winner is. Okay, so number 5 is a good number for this person.
Number 14.
14 is a number.
21.
21.
26.
26.
And 29.
And 29. So Kelly's telling me that we have a winner, and she's going to catch up with us in a little bit because she is watching and playing along and telling me right now, she's in my screen right now, she says she has an S. So she is watching. So we've gone over the numbers, and when she confirms, she can tell us what stamp set she would like to pick. That wasn't a lot of numbers. So
no, that's why I had just scrolled over from that side of the screen, and I was like, wait. I think that's good.
That's awesome. So I know you guys are still watching, and I'm watching along with you, so I know where you're at, and you've got quite a few numbers to go. So, but we're going to keep her moving. I got Kelly for 8 minutes now. So we got it. Good. Let's do this guy. Crafted with you in mind. Oh, right. Oh, look at this. Number 28. I don't think we called this one yet. It's I'm grateful for you. You're such a blessing. You are loved. Thank you for your prayers. You know what? I think I need to buy this set. I do. I think I like that. No, I don't have it. I don't. 163689. I do like that set. I do like the flowers. You know, sometimes you gotta really. We're shopping, you guys. We're shopping. All right. Oh, look at this again. We have the Peaceful Pier number 24. Number 24 is the next numero. Let's go to the bottom. Let's find that guy. Who are you? Oh, number 6. It's like I'm disappointed. It's like I'm seeing plants again. Yeah, that's good. It's the Natural Botanicals. It's number 6. Oh, must have typed everything at least 8 to 10 times. Then I refreshed, and then you got my info. Oh, it's all good, Pat Settle. I'm just happy you won. You're a winner chicken dinner. Oh my gosh, Faye Godby on the last game has STAM, so she was really close. All right, moving on. Number 6 was the last number. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, it's the most wonderful stamp set of the year. Number 23. Okay, number 23. I'm going to go way down here. Let's find this one right here. Oh, that's our cone flowers. Okay, number 12 is the cone flowers. Number 12 is cone flowers. Ha ha ha. Sherry Ott said, straight to the point. We are. Oh, here, let's try this guy. Oh, it's our Party Piggy. Is number 25. What shakin' bacon? Number 25. Oh, Sherry Ott's got STAM from the last game. Okay, so that's good. It's coming in. Let's find our birdhouses. Number 2 is Sunshine Vibes stamp set. Number 2. 2 scopes. Number 17 is our Faith collection. Number 17. So you guys, we're on currently a different game from what I know that you are on here. Okay, so we're on game, this is currently game number 4, but I'm watching along from the last game. I want to do the cake. Let's see what cake is. Oh, the Love and Strength, number 20. Number 20 is now called. So we're getting there. I like the Sweet Jars. Let's try that one. Sweet Jars is, oh, that one. Oh, the beautiful motifs, number 13. You know, you guys, I'm going to forever love that stamp set. So
It has a great sentiment.
it does. I use that set so much that the stamps got so dirty, and you have to wash them because they lost their stickiness. All right. So I think that the last game, you guys are finally watching. I'm waiting for the winner. She's really close. She's here. She's here. She's right there. I want her to call it out and tell us her numbers so that she can be proudly crowned as the winner. So this one, 2 scoops times 2. Yeah, times 11.
Times 11.
Yeah, 2 scoops times 11. Sorry, I was trying to do the math in my head too. Yeah, Angela Knutson said first time for the 28. It was. It definitely was the first time for the 28. It was. I thought that myself because I had to go shopping with it. So, all right, you guys. So now you guys are currently watching along now on the 4th game, and I just started it. And we're waiting for Miss Sherry to confirm her winners, her chicken dinners. All right, number 7. What happened? Uh-oh, I heard Kelly make a whinny sound.
We have a winner.
Ooh.
Somebody you may know.
I know everybody.
It's us.
Oh! You guys, you had to see us laugh. So Kelly and I had to play along. And
We've never done this.
We've never done this.
And we won.
In 5 years, we've never assigned our own numbers. And what happened is I picked a number. Kelly picked a number. My number was 2. Her number was 7. And then I picked 12. And then she picked 17. And then I picked 22. So we played along and we just won. Yay!
I want the Winnie the Pooh set. Just kidding.
Kelly's like, I want the Winnie the Pooh set. Well, there you have it. We actually won on our numbers. So teamwork makes the dream work, but there are no prizes for us. So we're going to keep going. Okay. Well, that was exciting.
That was funny.
That was really funny. You guys should see my face. So.
You know them. I know everybody.
Yeah. Like you should have said they're in the room. And I don't even know if I would have gotten it. Oh, look at this. One of these is not like the other one. It's number 3. Number 3. So, you guys, I'm following along here yet. And I was waiting for, I know Sherry Ott. I was watching for you. And I know that I had said your name. And I know the last thing you did was STAM. But if you, I don't know if you did it yet, but if you want to tell us your numbers, and then once you tell us your numbers, also confirm the stamp set that you'd like. Oh, there's our terrific toadstools. This is number 19. 19. I realize I can't do it.
19 does it.
Oh, does it? Somebody else? Okay, besides me and Kelly? Okay, well, I'm going to hold the reins in and pull them in for a moment. We went through those a little bit fast. They're on beautiful motifs right now. So, let's see here. And the person that won, per Kelly, is playing along. And her name is in my screen right now. So I see her here. She's in this general vicinity. And there she is again. So she's playing along. So hopefully she can confirm what number she has. But let me write her numbers down here. I'll do it a little bit differently.
Okay.
Just whisper them to me. And I'll put them on her slip here. Okay, got it. Okay. Sign language here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. She's got 2 of my numbers. Okay. No, okay.
Is that 4 or 5? Okay, that's
And one more. Okay. So Kimberly said the same numbers. Yeah, I noticed that I had a new one this round, but we're on our 4th game. So we're going to start to see numbers over and over. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't know. I'll really mix up them again. So, but we have different winners. That's like the amazing thing.
Yeah.
So nobody's winning off of the same numbers. Like that's what you're going to get. So you guys, we used to do this event or this, the playing of the games with only 25 numbers. And they were getting, when you have 25 numbers and you're calling 5, they get duplicated a lot more. So that's why we grew it out to 30 numbers. So I have so Kelly told me based off of these numbers, who the winner is. And when Pat Settle has no sound. Pat, I don't know if I believe that. 12, and then she picked 7. Nope, I have sound. There's definitely sound. How is Susan Bellamy have no sound? Well, there you have it. We actually won on our numbers. So teamwork makes the dream work, but there are no prizes for us. How do 6 people have no sound? Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know how. Okay, Donna Gruszki's got sound. So I don't know what happened, you guys. Donna Gruszki has sound. I have sound. So not certain what's happening. I don't know why a bunch of people would have no sound. Okay. So Kelly, I got you for just a few more minutes yet? We're okay? Okay. All right. And Debbie Gass has sound. I have sound. So I feel like we're okay. Okay. So Hope Toy had ST. I'm waiting for the winner of game 4. And if I don't have the person tell me that they got it, I will go through and I'll be able to say that who they are. So no worries. Okay. Are we ready? I swirled these all around. All right. Going for it? Mm-hmm. Kelly's ready?
I am.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Number 9. Okay, Kimberly. Playground of Life stamp set. I didn't even know this stamp set existed. It must be an online. Oh, no, it was released in the annual catalog. Wow. Okay. Oh, there it is. Mary Novak. Okay. Mary Novak, STAMP. Mary Novak, I agree with you. And so does Kelly. So definitely let us know what your numbers are. And when you confirm your numbers, I wrote them down as well. Okay? All right. So let's go for this guy. Oh, number 17, Faith Collection. So we've got number 9. We've got number 17. Let's go for this guy. Number 16. We've had him before. That was the Weekend at Bernie's Adventure Stamp Set. Number 16. All right, so we got that. So 9, 16, 17. Ooh, number 10 is Notes and Totes Magoats. Number 10. Oh, Mary Novak says she has number 2, number 3, number 12, 19, 25. All right, so that is a good bingo. All right, so good job, Mary Novak. You'll just have to let me know. I need for Sherry Ott to let me know what stamp set she wants. And then Mary Novak, you'd be able to tell me what set you want. And Sherry, I also needed you to just confirm your numbers, okay? All right, let's go for this guy. Number 24 is our Peaceful Pierce stamp set again. We've had him a time or two as well. So number 24. Oh, botanicals. I don't know. I must be drawn to it. So number 6. How many people have number 6? I'm curious.
Number 6 is 9.
9 people out of 58 had 6. So I make 9 people happy every time I pull that set or that one. I must be drawn to something with it. All right, I'm going to swirl these again. Okay, let's go for you, Scooby-Doo. Number 21, Inspiring Imperfections. Number 15 is the Sweet Blooms. Number 15, Sweet Blooms. Oh man, number 30, first number of the night, Falling Snow. Number 30. That one looks different. Tiled Techniques. I don't think I bought that yet. It's our toadstools. Our terrific toadstools. All right, number 19. I don't know if I said that. Number 19. And I like it. All right. Number 26 Gallery Blooms. 26 Gallery Blooms. Still good?
Yep.
Okay. I want the feathers. I was drawn to the feathers here. Feathered Fun on the back. Oh, it's our Party Piggy. Party Piggy, number 25. He feels like he's ready to party. So we got 24, 25, 26. All right, let's go for way at the bottom here. This is number 29. And Sherry Ott says, yep, you won. Yay. Shirley Natali says, you have it now. I had to go out and come back in. Yeah, so it seems like about 10 of you had problems with your YouTubes that it went out and came back, and the rest of everybody was good to go. So that was number 29. It was Pretty Florals. Pretty Florals. Oh, man, I'm looking at here. What do we want? I don't know if I've picked this one. Oh, I have. I feel like at this point, I feel like every number's gotten picked throughout the course of the night.
Yeah.
I don't know if I skunked anybody at all, so I don't know. So I'm trying, Kimberly. Number 11 is Sunrise Sailing, because we talked about the birds, because the bird is the word for Angela. And Kimberly said, yay, a new number. Okay, good. All right, let's try this guy. I did that one already, so that's 7. It's the turtles. The Turtley McDurtleys.
We have a singular winner.
We have a singular winner. Okay. Kelly told me to hold the phone. I have my next number that I was going to pick was this guy. Kelly tells me that there is a winner chicken dinner. Oh, all right. Okay. And then you'll have to tell me the numbers. Write the numbers down. That would be good. All right. So, we did all right. Kelly, I know you're tardy by 6 minutes.
It's okay.
She'll be okay. I'm going to flip these over because I'm going to be like, I know that I've called it. Oh, yeah, that one's been called all the time. I've called that one. I definitely called that twice. We called that twice, 3 times. We called that one. We called that one. We've called that one. We called that like a lot of times. We called that one. I've called that multiple times. That one got called. Oh, I don't know if we called that one. I might. Oh, maybe Fruit Fly. Number 27 might have been one. I don't remember that one. I've called that. So I might. How many people had 27?
20.
I might have missed calling that one tonight.
Oh, there's a few. Oh, there's a lot. 11.
11 people had 27. So if you had number 27. Okay, Kelly said the number 1 number is?
Number 3.
Number 3. I called that almost every game, too.
It had
19 people had number 3. And so I called that. I know it. So for those that had 27, I do have it here. And it did not feel like drawn. It wasn't magnetic to my fingers tonight. But oh my gosh, I guess I feel like almost every other number got called multiple times. So we tried.
Enjoy your cards.
All right. Thanks.
I will see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow. And again, it's at like 5 o'clock?
No, I dropped the kids off at 5:30, so
6 o'clock. Okay.
Maybe.
Perfect.
Bye.
So wait.
Yep.
Barbara Godby said she has Stamp. But I have to go look up Barbara's numbers because I don't think that Barbara had. Let's look up Barbara's numbers. So we're going to look up Barbara's numbers really quick before Kelly leaves.
I have that.
So Barbara
still needed 22.
Barbara still needed 22.
That's what I had.
Still needed 22. Okay.
Did 22 get called?
That's a really good question. I'd have to remember which one was 22, and I don't remember which one was 20. I don't think 22 did get called. No, Silly Safari was not called on the last round. So,
That's what I have.
okay.
Her other ones were, yes.
Yeah, her other numbers were. So Barbara.
It could have been an autocorrect thing too.
Yep. So Barbara, what we'll do is we'll check. I'm pretty certain. I'll grab my computer. Oh, there's a bigger Tigger. So we're gonna get to making cards here momentarily. Sherry Ott, if Sherry Ott, I know you guys are delayed Kathleen Ketterman got skunked. Nancy Mole, I see that with Barbara Gobby. I see it. I see what she's saying. And Doris Munson also said she had it. So I'm going to pull my computer because we're going to figure it out, because Kelly has that Doris Munson won it. So Doris, if you could confirm your numbers, I've got my numbers for you written down, and we'll go through that. So Kathleen Ketterman, so we're going to figure out with Barbara Gobby. I'm going to go pull her class registration form, and we're going to see what she picked. Taylor, you're so handsome. So Barbara, if you could tell us your numbers, Barbara, if you don't mind telling us your numbers in the comments, that would be fabulous. And also, yeah, everybody that you're telling me that Barbara Gobby won, I just want her to confirm her numbers before I would declare her the winner. So I'm going to pull, she filled out the registration form. And what I can do is I'm going to just pause and take a moment to do that so that we are all on the same page with who the winners are. So Barbara Gobby had 6, 10, 15. So Barbara, the numbers I have for you, and if you want, you can confirm them. They're 6, 10, 15, 22, and 26. And on that last round, I don't believe number 22, the Silly Safari, was picked. So like I can watch along with you guys here. And, oh, comments, let's get rid of you. We'll get rid of that. So I see 25, 24. That was 21, right? So Barbara, I'm almost positive, like 95% positive, 22 was not picked, right? And I'm looking at your numbers in my spreadsheet right here, and you had 22. When you filled out the registration form, you put 22 in there. So I'm going to have to like err on the side of caution that you didn't win because you didn't have number 22. So I think that I'm going to say if you would have called 3, I would have won. So you're really close, Catherine. Yes. All right. So you guys, everybody's saying Barbara won. Barbara, as far as I saw, Barbara did not win. So Doris Monson, she had STAMP. Doris, I didn't see your numbers come through here. If you don't mind, Doris, if you don't mind telling everybody what your numbers were, I'll confirm them for you. And then Sherry Ott, didn't see what the stamps were. Once again, you picked loser numbers. Oh no! So Sherry Ott, what happens for what's left is we have Bordered in Beauty, which is like that. And then we have Sweet Old Friends. Okay. So first, who gets to pick would be Ellen Brover. And Ellen Brover, I don't know if she's watching, right? Ellen Brover won the very first game. And then the person who won the second game was Pat Settle, and she picked Scallop Blooms, okay? So next would be Sherry Ott, and so what is left, Sherry, is Sweet Old Friends, Bordered in Beauty, Sweet Words and Labels, and Rolling Waves. All right, so Sherry Ott, you would pick first. Hi, honey. Sherry Ott, you would pick first, and then we have Mary Novak, and then we have Doris Munson. So I have those 4 people that would need to pick. So everybody, if you could watch comments for those that are winners for their numbers being picked. I do know that Doris was interested in Bordered in Beauty. I'll call that BB. And then I believe that Mary Novak, you had interest in a stamp set. And I'm just going to see once what it was. I feel like I saw you commented on Sweet Old Friends. So you were interested in Sweet Old Friends. And then if Sherry Ott would want, there's either, and again, Sherry Ott, you get first pick because you won first. So you really can pick either, and nobody will be upset if you pick one that Mary and Doris, because technically you would have needed to pick first. So there is Sweet Words and Labels or Rolling Waves would be left as well. So there's just, I'm going to try to watch when Sherry Ott comes back with the comments, and I'll try to make sure I am watching like a hawk. So Barbara Gobby, I hope you're okay. You didn't get it. You were missing 22. All right, so we're all on the same page. You were one away. I think that there were a lot of people that were one away. So I think we had a lot of close calls there. Okay. As Kelly would say, a lot of people's butt cheeks were clenched, which was really cute. Like, okay, Kelly, I had a nice visual there. Okay, so I try really hard to make sure I take good notes. And the best thing that I ever did was switch over to have you guys register your numbers via that form, because I could go straight to it and I could see exactly what Barbara registered her numbers with. And so, and also if people sent me their numbers like via messenger, like instant messenger or texting, I made a comment of how I got your numbers. So even though I wrote them in the sheet for you, I put in there that it was a text or it was instant message, so that if something like this happened, I could go straight back to your message and find it. So it was perfect. So the delay is a problem. Yeah, so I honestly, well, there was a slight delay, more than a slight delay. But the other thing too is I talked way too much in the beginning about other stuff, and I should have played one of the games and then paused and then another game. So I feel like we rushed a little bit, and I apologize for that. But I think we made do. I think 5 awesome people won. A lot of other awesome people were really close, and I think every number got called except for number 27, and I feel bad for that, but I can't control that, you guys. It's a game. It's the luck of the draw. Not everybody has their numbers picked when they play other games like bingo or that. So, but yes, I noticed that there was probably a few minute delay, and that does cause a problem. So normally when we're making cards, it's not that big of a deal, but when we're doing something like this, it's a little bit harder. So I don't know. I can't explain why there was a delay. I don't know why 10 people lost sound. It's how it happens. But I think at the end, as long as I know what Sherry Ott wants for her stamp set, then I can kind of gauge what to do with the other one. So all good in the hood, you guys. All right. So we have here, we have this card that we were working on, and we were really close to it. So in my sample card, and what I used all of the more, they're like, I think it's actually Flirty Flamingo, but it really complements nicely with the Calypso Coral. I used all of those colors. And in the card that we made tonight, I used the ones that have the flowers in the middle. And I think you can see a minor difference where you can see the gems here because they're solid, where these, they kind of blend in a little bit more because they're clear. Okay, so what happens then is when you get the gems, you only get like, I think 10, you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of each one, right? So I made sure to pull this one for in the middle of the flower because that popped the most, okay? I think Sherry Ott, which sweet. So if you want, if you could just tell me if you want sweet words and labels or you want sweet old friends. They're both sweet, so you're just going to have to tell me which sweet you want. Okay, so I think we're good on card number 1 here. If you want to Stella anything, I would stay away from the things that you blended, and then I would definitely go to things that aren't blended. Like you could do your vellum if you wanted, and you could do the cardstock, but I would stay away from things that you definitely blended because it'll make them smear. All right, so let's just make sure everything's kind of buttoned up, and we'll call that first card good to go. Okay, so we got the 1. All right, let's keep her moving, and we're going to put this one now away. So what's really weird is, so Pat Settle had issues typing hers, and now I'm seeing Sherry Ott type sweet and sweet, and is stupid technology, yes. So like Sherry typed sweet twice, and it's like the comments are coming through twice for some reason, and I don't know why that is. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what's happening with that. I just know that we have 4 amazing more cards to make. So we're going to work on this one. This one's going to need a little brain power. Sherry said, what a great game. I'm glad you think it was great. I know it was hard for some with the delay, but I think we did it the best we could with with our means. All right, so let's see. This thing is for the envelope flap, and we got to grab the card kit though. Let's That's green. That one's burgundy. And I think the top one is blue. So let's grab that out. I got a Post-it note for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. And, yep, that's blue. So let's go ahead and we're going to get our flat glue down. So I think yes, congratulations, you guys. Sherry Ott, Ellen Brover, Mary Novak, Doris Munson, and Pat Settle are our winner chicken dinners for the bundles. We also have some flower accents. I have them and give away, and also some of the stickers. So I've got seven more puffy stickers, or 7 more prizes that we're going to give out later. That was fun. Close, but no cigar. Next time, folks. Yes, that's exactly it. You know, when you do games, like, so you guys, Tyler and I went to go to, what's the Foundry 45 is the name of the business. It's about 40 minutes from here, and they do bingo every Tuesday night. And we met our friends there last Tuesday, 2 Tuesdays ago, probably 2 weeks ago already. And they do a blackout bingo at the end. And I was the second person to have, and they make you stand when you have one number left that you need to get. And I was the second person to stand, meaning I had one number left for blackout bingo. So I was the second person to stand. So I got it like really early on. And those butt cheeks were clenched, I'll tell you. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like so close for almost 10 minutes. He kept calling numbers and kept calling numbers. And I was not the winner. But I definitely can relate to the butt check. Like, and then your heart starts racing. And you're like, the next number is going to be mine. The next number is going to be mine. And he kept calling every other number but the number I needed. So I didn't get it. All right, so you guys should have a little lunar luster. The flower here, leaf, and then you have a white flower that's bigger and smaller, and that's from Scalloped Wishes. This little label is from the Forever Florals. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. And then you got your envelope, which is, I've got it done. You have a white card base. You'll have the blue inside, the blue 42, blueberry, and a white, okay? Let's grab, you guys can tell I'm procrastinating on folding. So we're going to get the blueberry bushel ink first, and we're going to stamp wishing you a lovely day, which comes, Susan Bellamy, if there are 2 bundles that start with sweet and sweet old friends. Okay, so Sherry Ott then picked sweet old friends. All right, so then that one would go to Sherry Ott. Okay, so I got sweet old friends to Sherry Ott. Then Mary Novak. Your choices would be, just to remind you, of Rolling Waves, Sweet Words and Labels, and Bordered in Beauty. Okay, so then now you could let me know which one you would like. And then we'll have Doris Munson get what she wants. And this one, Wishing You a Lovely Day, is going to go kind of in the middle. So try to get it smack dab in the middle. Okay, so this is the blueberry bushel, and you're going to need to grab a dauber, and these also are sponged around the edges so that you see a little bit of white in the middle. Okay, so there's our little blue flower, and we're going to do that to the bigger one. All right, and then let's see what's stamped on the inside. All right, so there's that. Our inside has Happy Birthday. Okay, that Happy Birthday comes from a set called Rolling Waves. Okay, so we have that as one of the prizes tonight. So we're going to stamp Happy Birthday on the inside here. And put that right about there. Okay. Oh, there is a cat fur on there. Can you guys see it? Go straight across. Okay. So the good thing about that is you can flip it over. And where was that hair? Under the TH. see if I can see where this, oh, I see it. Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, cat fur right there. All right, I got it. I took it off. So we're gonna practice on the back side again. Good, it's gone. Okay, then we also have a second chance. Right there it is. Okay, so there's our happy birthday. We're done with the blueberry ink then. What we're gonna do first is, all right, so foil is special to me. I'm not always the biggest fan of liquid glue with foil because I think that you see the glue line pop up through the paper. It's just how it works for me. So I like to use something that I call tear and tape. And the thing with tear and tape though is it doesn't have a lot of forgiveness when you go to set it down, your paper down. So you just have to be very careful when you put this down that you're all straight and lined up. So kind of get my corner lined up, get that straight, and then drop that down. All right, so it is a little longer because it was cut at 4 inches. So what we're gonna do is just take our scissors and trim that down. Okay, and then we're gonna glue both of these to our inside. All right, so we'll do the blueberry first. So Yvette just said, Yvette Lopez, you're really funny and you don't even know it. So Yvette just said, I love that style card. It's your quick go, it's my go-to quick cards. The blue makes it so pretty. So Yvette, I wish I could show you. I have a card that we cased for this, and you're not going to believe it, but it's actually your card. It was given to me last year when we were in Raleigh together, and it was one of them that you gave. I think it was the one I kept for myself that had a Starbucks gift card in it. And I was trying to look for it before class because I have the 5 cards that we cased, and it was your card, and it had delightful floral. I don't know if you would remember it, but it was your card that we cased. So the next time I do a live, I'm going to try to remember to find those 5 cards, and I will definitely show them off. So I just saw here that Mary Novak picked Sweet Words and Labels, which is perfect. That you're going to love this, Mary. I absolutely love all of these frames. You're going to love it. So Mary gets that one. And then that means that Doris gets her Bordered in Beauty. And that means that Ellen Brover gets the Rolling Waves. So, woohoo! We did it. We got our 5 bundles figured out. All right, so let's look at what we need to do for this. Ultimately, this piece is the border. Now, I will tell you that you're going to have a really hard time, especially if you're Mary Lemke, you're going to have a hard time gluing over all of this pretty foil. So if it were me and you're at home, and I'm at home, right, you could use any die and cut out some of this versus gluing over. You're going to cringe when I glue my piece over, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be okay. So you're going to cringe because all you're getting out of the foil is the pretty border around the edge. Now, if I were you, again, take like a textured note die, take some sort of a label, cut out as big of a piece as you possibly can. You could even take your trimmer. Heck, I'll show you what I would do just to save this, because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's wasting all that paper. So go to a 1/2 inch and go like that. And then you could do a 1/2 inch here, right? It makes it harder for gluing, but go here. And you can take your trimmer and wedge out the middle part, and then you're not sad that you're gluing so much down. Now you really truly are getting a border, and now you've got a scrap that you could have used for the middle, right? But it's okay. I'm sorry, not the middle, but like that thing right there. But there you go. So now I've got this to go to my scrap yard to use for something later in life. Okay. Now, would we feel better? I think we feel better. All right, so this, because this is going to go here and cover that up. And then we have our side panels here. So what we need to do on this is we have a little finagling. And on my notes here, and it says it in the tutorial, we're going to measure in 13/16 from each left, and then top and bottom, right? So on the left side, you're going to measure in 13/16 and 13/16. And then what you're going to do is put a tick mark. And then you're also going to, you're going to basically go to that tick mark and you're going to fold back your corners, okay? So we need to grab a ruler. And I want to make sure I'm strategic about this. So I want to make sure I fold back my green. So I'm getting rid of some of this green. So we're going to fold back this corner here, right? So when we look at this, that'll be this corner. And then we fold back this, right? So you're only going to see a little bit of green peeking through, right? But pencil, scalpel. All right, so 13/16. All right, it's not like exact. If you want to be 7/8, you can, but I will do the 13/16 because that's what we wrote in the instructions. It's really hard to see it, but there it is. And then I'm going to do 13/16 here. Now, you guys, it's really okay if you want to do 3/4, you want to do 7/8. There's wiggle room with it, right? So I've marked in there. So now that's how I know I just marked the wrong side. Okay, one moment, please. That's why you guys don't have your kits, because then you can follow along. And I wanted to do, so I want this side to bend back, right? So right here, and you see right here, that's one, well, we can make it simple. That's, all right, so I did it right. I did it right. I was second guessing myself, you guys. It is 13/16 from that side. One moment. It was 13/16. Okay. So then what happens is that, and I got it to go right to this peak right there. So bring that over to right about there so that that peak meets the edge here, right? So that's what we're doing. And then same with this one. Go to your 13/16. Find where the peak meets the edge, right? And that's all we're doing. That's folding that back right there, right? So then this is going to get glued right to the center, right? And then that is going to go right to the edge like that, okay? Now, we got to make sure we do this correct, because this one's going to go this way, and it's going to go that way. So again, it's 13/16. I made a ton of them for how quick they are. Yeah, I'm just overly complicating it. So 13/16, right? Find that 13. Again, you can. I picked 13/16 because, hi, how's the little honey bunches of oats? Because of the way I cut the paper. All right, so I've got my 13/16. Now this one's gonna go here. Again, bend it till you get right to the edge. Hi, honey. Hello, little lady. What's up? What's up, babykins? What's up, Cha-Cha? Okay, so there, and then flip it over, go right to that score, or to the tick mark, and you're gonna fold it till you get right to the edge there, and bend it back. So that's really all we're doing. It's not so crazy, right? So take your bone folder, and you're gonna burnish. It's okay. I was just looking, like they're not quite. If you, hi, honey. You can see that they're not quite the same here. That's a little bit higher, that. But once you put this down in the middle, you're not going to tell that really, right? All right, what is happening, honey? Mom, you're not paying any attention to me. I want love right now. I know. And you're purring like a little mad purr right here. All right, so this looks good here. That's going to go right there. That's good. Okay, let's glue. So I'm going to use liquid glue on this foil only because I'm going to be covering it up with designer series paper. If you're wondering that I just said, oh, I don't like to use liquid glue with foil, I did just say that, but it's okay because the DSP will cover it up. All right, so that gets glued. And then we have this Designer Series paper mat. All right. That, you're just going to center it left to right, top to bottom, as best you can, right? This will get covered up, so you have a little forgiveness, right? So again, see what that looks like. That goes here. All right, or you could flip it over and see what that looks like. Now that, I like that better because that plant's going up this way and that's going that way. So we're going to go with this. Watch where you're swinging that thing, girlfriend. Whoa. All right, so this gets glued flat. You're going to get tail in your, you guys, I almost said tail in your glue. You're going to get glue in your tail, little lady. So that flipped upside down. So this is going to go here. So follow the margin of your card, right? So there's even, even, even. Got twitchy tail. Got twitchy tail, twitchy tail, twitchy tail. Put glue all over here. And then this goes on this side. Oh my goodness, honey. Watch where you're swinging that thing. All right. Okay. Now what do you do with your little flippy flaps? I would grab a dimensional and I would pop a dimensional put it underneath each one of those. We'll do that on this side too. Like that. And that. I just liked having a little height with them. All right, do you see that there's still disparity here? It's okay. Once you get this thing going, you'll be okay. So what I did for this is I put dimensionals along the corners of this foil. And honey never stays here this long, you guys. She really doesn't. I'm going to just set this right through the middle here. I'm going to try to eyeball the center here, the center there, and the center there. Something like that. Then we have our label. And with this, there's a little bit of blue ribbon behind this one. So we're going to make our tear and tape sandwich with some ribbon. And let's actually, so we have a good idea of where to put it. We're going to take the flowers. Sweet honey. So you guys, she's got the twitchiest tail of them all right now. We're going to grab a glue dot and put that behind the flower. And then you're going to stagger these guys. Right? And then this lunar, I'm going to take, use glue dot again, 2 of them probably. And we're going to scoop up you think you're so funny, honey. Okay, so that goes like this. And that one leaf got consumed, right? So that whole leaf, I ate it up with the flower, right? So then you still see that one, right? Then I'm going to grab one more glue dot and put that right there. Then grab your label, and that's going to fit right in the corner here. And your leaf is going to be draping down that corner. Then grab the tear and tape and pick off your edges, and we're going to make the loop and tail, kind of like what we did on the last card, but you can see this one a little bit more. We've got a loop. Oh, you guys, waiting in the wings. Hang on. I'm distracted by a twitchy tail. All right, so we have here the loop, complete with honey fur, and then a tail. So bring that down like that, and grab your ribbon scissors. That. Mom, be careful with that scissors. I don't want to lose a tail. All right, so we're going to put that like that. then the other one, I'm going to start it right about here, make the loop, and bring the tail down. Like, I always like to look at it from the front while I'm doing it. I don't like to guess where stuff goes. Then this one, it's going to get cut like that. Okay, and then you can grab tear and tape back here and make sure you squish it real good so it doesn't come apart. So it makes it, again, look like there's a bow there. And then this will get popped up with dimensionals. Well, let's just see here. If we put this here, oh yeah, let's just pop it up. Like that, like that. So, Mom, you put the scissors up my butt. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. You guys, do your pets talk to you like Honey talks to me? All right, so I'm going to center my peekies. Right, so and then there's one there, and then there's one there. So I'm just trying to get them all buttoned up. Okay. All right. So now we've got blue gems for this one. So I did put the flowery one in the middle there. I'm going to just see what this one looks like. I think that will look really sharp right there. And then we're going to put one here and then right there next to it. So these are the garden epoxy gems. They are currently out of stock at the moment. So that's where I had a couple people that I didn't put the gems in. I'm going to make it up to them later. So there we go. So what you could do is Stella on this one on your designer series paper. Like that. Stella those flowers. So with a little pop of green, I think it's all right. Like, it's weird to see blue leaves, but that's because the whole pattern of the paper is that way. So it is nice to pull in some of the ones that have green. So looks good. So wishing you a lovely day. Happy birthday from Honey. All right. And then we had that. Now, I had mentioned that you could have done this whole front piece with the 1 6x6 piece. And what would have happened is you would have cut it at 1 13/16 from each side. And that would have left you a little bit skinnier of a piece for the middle, but you wouldn't have had quite as much overlap. But I decided to dip into the other piece to have more blue showing. Lisa, do the kittens meow? You haven't heard them on the lives. Honey will sometimes meow when she brings in her, she doesn't meow, she's raspy. I can't even imitate her because it's not a meow. It's a raspy, like weirdness. Hunky will meow when he wants something, but not crazy. So I'm trying to think. Tigger is like, he's got a very distinct meow. They're not big meowers. Honey does. I've never really heard Honey meow here either. She very, very rarely will make any noises. It's when she wants to play fetch that she actually, and she's carrying her mouse to me, that's when she makes noise. All right, so there we go. Now this thing is a little bit like dangly here. If that bothers you, what you can do is grab your liquid glue and put a dot, what do they say? Not a lot. Right there. And what you can do is put a little dot of glue there, and that will help plant it down. Hi, honey. You got twitchy tail. You know that, girlfriend? All right. So we've got 2 done. Yay. So we got the easiest one done, and I believe the hardest one done. That's what I would say. So this one right here, whatever this one is, let's do that one next. It's the green. Okay. All right. We got this. All right. So you have your traditional thick white. You can go ahead and burnish that. Okay. You'll have your 2 mattes for your inside, your shaded spruce and your white. You'll have, oh, honey, you'll have your green. All right. That's from Delicate Whispers. You have some flowers. From Delicate Whispers, and then the label is from Forever Floral. Okay, this card is a little bit different. Where are you going, girlfriend? All right. Got all my bits and parts here. This one had lots of pieces. Honey, what's up, baby girl? Where are you going? I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand, Mom. Okay, so this was our envelope flap, right? So you're gonna have lots of things. Let's just get this glued together. So it's one less piece floating around. So right there. Okay, so we'll let that sit off to the side. Then this is the card. So again, it has a little flap. You could glue this down if you wanted, but you could also keep it like I have it, like that. So this is You're on My Mind and Thinking of You. Ooh. I think I have Thinking of You here, but I don't know if I grabbed You're on My Mind, so I might need to grab that. But we have Shaded Spruce ink. So we're going to grab Shaded Spruce for the Thinking of You. And I do have this centered on the label, like that. And then You're on My Mind. So that's good. And then this set is Forever Florals. So this is where we get the dies from. That's where those dies, those pretty labels come from. So You're on My Mind and In My Heart. How does that sound? And I have a block right here. Thinking of You. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one. You'll have that. They look the same. So then this is You're on My Mind. Okay, we did not sponge the flowers on this one. We left them white. If you wanted to, you definitely could. So that was, I think, it for our stamping adventures on this card. Got this. And that. That. Okay, so we've got a flap that matches nicely. And we have foils and DSP. That goes on the front. This goes on the front. That goes like that. This is our little guy that will go along the bottom. So it actually is 4 inches. So this one, what we'll do on this one is glue the white down. And then that little strip that goes along the bottom is 4 inches. So it'll go end to end with the Shaded Spruce. So on this one, I'll do the tear and tape again. That should be good. Okay. I have it all the way down to the bottom. And then if it's any longer than it needs to, just grab your scissors and then that will get glued. Now, let's just do that for now. Okay, so you have your white card base and then this goes on the inside. So yes, you could have stamped directly on to the white inside, but when you add that little bit of foil on the bottom and then have the green edging, it just makes it pop that much more. So what happens here, this arm or flap goes back, burnish that, and then this fits on here, like that. This goes back to if you want to die cut or take anything out of there, now is the time to do it. I showed it how to do it with the blue one. I'm not going to show you again, and I'm just going to go for it here. And then this can go down as well. So then here's this. Goes right like so. And then the flap needs to stay on the right, and you see our plant is going up on the inside. Okay. All right, so far so good. Then we have these, and again, I think I'll just use liquid glue because the designer paper will go right through the middle. Okay, there's that, and then we're just going to center this over the flap. And then this one goes right in the middle. Like so. Okay. What I did on this is a little bit of ribbon on the back. I've got a loop and 2 tails. So I'm going to stage the back. I think what we'll do, it's actually behind here. So let's get the front prep then. So this I glued flat onto the foil. So I think I will use tear and tape. When I use, the foil is slippery, right? When you use tear and tape, it sticks really good right away. So little baby hairs on the side from the die cutting. Okay, that looks centered to me. And then this guy, you gotta give it a little haircut. So you can see here that it ends right about there, but this part is missing. So there's a spot right where this leaf gets cut off and that one gets cut off. It's gonna be right there. So you wanna trim that, okay? Right, so that's where that's at. And then what I would do is put some glue dots behind here to attach. So it's right about, well, I have the luxury of doing this and then doing that. Okay, so something about like that. Now check your flowers because your one flower can go here. So your flowers will cover up the ends. Did you hear, honey? Did you hear that? Lisa, I don't know if you could hear that. That was Honey. She just brought her toy and she's, Mom, can we play fetch, please? Right, so I was trying not to talk while she was talking. That's about the extent that we get from Honey. All right, so this little guy right here, you could add it into this if you want. Oh, that's not so bad, right? It adds a little bit extra. So let's just nip a little shorter there. Honey. What's up, baby girl? I heard you. And then if you want, I didn't do it on this card. I just threw it away, I think. But you could take that and add that to that. Then you're going to grab, you could sponge these. I wouldn't sponge them with green, though. If you wanted to pull in some pink, you could. There are no gems that are green. So it would have been super cool to have green ones in there, too. So we've got a flower over there. One here. Oh, man. So we got a little bit of work here. This needs to make sure you don't see the green through it. So let's move you over and we'll capture. There it is. We'll put that one right there. Ah, so nice. Okay. So you got your 3 flowers. Oh, you know what I just realized? Huh. I just realized I have 3 diamonds on here. 3 rhinestone cowboys. And that's not, it wasn't part of the goodie bag. All right. I just realized that right now. I don't normally add a second type of gem to the card, but I have the first instinct to always put little rhinestones in the center of flowers. So, you guys, I would have to bet everybody that is taking this class with me has some rhinestones or some iridescent pearls, and you could absolutely add them to the center of these flowers. So I had a little scrap here. So I'm actually going to save that for my longest little tail. And I can grab from the ribbon roll here. And I've got a loop on this side. You gotta be careful, it's gotta be small because you don't have a lot of wiggle room with it. So I'm gonna capture the tear and tape back there, and then I'm gonna bring this down, like right about here. Okay, and then cover that up with the tear and tape. And now I had this guy, and he's gonna come down way like that. Okay. Perfect. It only lost a little bit there, but that's what I've got. And then we're gonna take this tear and tape off. So we have to be careful. I didn't think about this, but right here, you don't want any tear and tape going over a certain spot. Otherwise, you're gonna have it sticking over the edge. So what you wanna do, you can measure it. So you don't wanna have tear and tape, right? All right, so then grab more tear and tape. You know what, we're gonna pick that one off. And we're gonna continue down here. And then, because we're not necessarily sure how far we need to go in here, what we're gonna do is set it up to have the tear and tape on here, like that. And then for good measure, we're gonna put one more right there. All right, then this piece can go. I've got it so that you can see a little bit of the designer series paper, right? So right here, and it's about like 2 fingers from the top, and then you have that draping down to there. Say something like that, right? So again, we don't have any adhesive back here. And you could, if you wanted, you could glue this flat and then glue that flat. But I kind of like the whole extension out here. Okay, so let's just see here. I actually glued the inside in. Okay, that works. So let me just put that back here. So then I think what's left is a little bit of Stella-ing. And making sure our ribbon is buttoned up. So what you could Stella definitely on here would be your white flowers and that foliage. And I am going to button up this ribbon just a hair, so it comes up a little bit shorter, like right there. That's it. And then on this one, I picked the berry gems. Now, honestly, you guys, you're at home. If you want to use diamonds, like here, there, and those, go for it. I used the berry ones on here only because that's the gems that came with the class, right? So your call what you want to do. But I guess to keep it in line with what we're doing, I'm going to grab the gems. Oh, man. I do like these gems because they are super flat, so they don't bump up a lot. Oh, Nancy heard her. Okay, good. So she was there in the background. She was doing a little whimpery. Okay, again, if you have the diamonds at home, pop 3 diamonds in the middle there. Or whatever small little gems that you have that could accent that. Ah, there we go. So that is the 3rd card for tonight. Different kind of a layout. We got the matching envelope. So we've got 3 done now. Right? Boom, boom, and boom. So what's left? We have a blackberry with berry burst. And this one's not too crazy either. So we have these pieces. That goes across. All right, and our envelope flap, and that's this one. I have my name on it for some reason. Let's do our flap. So now I've got a skinnier flap, so I got to be really careful. And when I cut that, I'll still have a little glue, but I want to stay closer. Ooh, that's a little bit close to the edge here. Oh yeah, just barely. Okay, so we'll trim that really quick and call our envelope flap good to go. Now, if you don't want to cut some of this envelope flap off, you could have definitely dipped into the next piece of designer paper, but it was what was left on the edge, so I went with it. So it's a little bit shorter, but there's still glue there, so you're still good. And then in here, you're going to have the berry. She's given me the berries. All right, and your mat here, right? And then this piece is going to go along the side. Okay, and then you have two of these, the leaves, the label. Ooh, I've got like a little glue ball on there. Oh, actually, I think that's why I got this label. It has a little dot in the, label, but I can work with that. I'll try to stamp right over the top of that. This piece is for the designer paper. Let's do a dry fit. It looks good. Okay, so what happens is we're going to glue these two pieces together. Like that. Looking good. Grab your bone folder and burnish. And then if you saw here, this has a score line right here. So you're going to fold that back. Mary says, I love the look of your new ribbon bows. I haven't seen you use this method. Can't wait to try it. Yeah, I did that a lot on these cards, and I don't know. And this one's even different too, where I have the loop and then the two tails coming out. So definitely, yeah, love it too. Complete with honey fur. All right, so now this, what you're going to do, this mat right here should fit in here, right? Just like that. So I'm going to use the tear-in tape. Because I don't want to see the bumbles. Remember, it wasn't square, so we got to make sure when we glue this down that we have it lined up properly, which you could do if you're not certain. Upside down, right? You could dry fit it. Okay, so definitely goes that way, like this, right? That fits in there. So grab that, put that in here. Again, you guys, no forgiveness. Gotta get it lined up if you're going to use tear-in tape. Okay, there's that. And then we have the, let's do some stamping. So happy for you. So I've got Blackberry Bliss way at the bottom here. So happy for you. Big boy. Did you hear that? That's my bigger Tigger. I see you eyeing me up like candy. I knew you were coming in. Hi, handsome boy. You're just a big boy. We weighed him today, you guys. Every time Grandma Diane is here for shipping day, she grabs out the scale and she puts him in a box and he gets his monthly weigh-in. So does anybody want to guess how much big boy here weighs? Mom, don't tell everybody how much I weigh. That's not fair. Really? Is that so? Okay, I'm looking for So Happy for You. Did I pull it out of here? I'm curious if you guys know how much bigger Tigger weighs. So Happy for You is from this set right here. And let's think about this. It's not on there. I could have sworn I pulled it out. And what do I have on the inside? Oh, happy anniversary. Okay. Well, the happy anniversary comes from a set called Phrases and Frames. Right here. Happy anniversary. So we can do that one. I grabbed an extra block, which is right here. So your trick, though, when you go to stamp your inside, you definitely... Oh, he wants water. Let's give you water. There you go, big boy. Mom, turn it on. Okay, so when you go to stamp this, you're going to want to make certain that you have this down as a guide, right? Flip it upside down so you don't accidentally get ink on it. Right, so then your happy anniversary gets centered now on this side. Like that. And then there's a little leaf peeking out. And that little leaf, there's so many different leaves, but I've got this one pulled out, which I believe is that one. And when you go to stamp this, you're going to put this as a guide, and it's going to go right like this. Keep your eye where it needed to go, so that when you have this back over here, it's like it's growing out of the edge. Okay, so that's good. Then the saying that we need is right here. So happy for you. And then this guy, all right, we're going to put that in this label. Let's see if I can get that. I'm going to go like this. I've got a little spot that's in the paper, and I'm trying to cover it up with the ink. There, that might work. Okay, we'll let that sit for a moment. And what we can do is we're going to glue the white piece down. And then this is going to go onto our berry burst mat. Perfect. And then this one, I'm going to cover that up. So let's get the tear and tape again. We'll just put some of those on here. So we weighed Hunky yesterday, and we weighed Bigger Tigger today. Honey, she had, I don't know if we've ever weighed, well, maybe one time we've weighed her. All right, there that is. So let's get this glued or adhered on here. So that goes end to end. And then what you can do is grab your scissors, trim that. All right, perfect. So then this is just going to get glued on the inside. Like that. So far, so good. Now that we've got the base of this done, or the core, this piece right here is going to get adhered on here, and you're just going to center this, right? So it's centered left to right. So what I would do is grab the liquid glue and make sure your flowers are facing the right way. Centered left to right, and it does go top to bottom. So it's 4 1/4 tall, right? So it goes like this. Perfect. All right, so I do see a little bit of white hanging right here, so we're going to grab the scissors and trim that. And if you have that on this side too, you can take and just trim it a little bit. Okay, so far so good. These guys, it's hard to see it, but there's a little crease right through the middle. You've got 2 ways you can accomplish that. You can take your thumbnails and just bend your leaves like that. Okay, so that is one way. That's the easiest way. You don't even need a tool to do that, right? To do that, you get that vein right down the middle, right? And then the other option to do it is if you grab a foam mat. I don't know if I have a foam mat, but I have a silicone mat. And I have my stylus. Oh, Nancy Mole guessed 14 pounds. Oh, Bigger Tigger. She's really close. Otherwise, you can use your stylus here. And you can trace and make grooves too. And that works. And Mary Novak thinks you're 13 pounds. Okay, you guys are close. Bigger Tigger is actually 15 pounds. Yes, he is. He's my handsome big man. Okay, so we've got a loop and 2 tails coming out. We have a loop and 2 tails coming out. So how do we want to accomplish that? What I would do is adhere the backs, or I should say my little leafies. I'm going to put those behind here, right? So that kind of it hooks up right here like that. And then this one is going to hook up right there, right? So you've got those going on. Hunky is 10 pounds. So Donna Grushki, you just guessed 10 pounds, and that is how much Hunky weighs. So Hunky is the same bone structure as Tigger, but he's got 5 pounds less on him. All right, so now that we've got the leaves attached, now it's time to work on our ribbon. Let's do 6 here. So we need across here, across here. And I did this loop right here, like that, and then a tail coming out. I'm going to button this up with some tear and tape right here. And let's pick it off and grab this other side for a tail. So because you already cut that at an angle, you can utilize that and then trim that and hold that down. Right, so you got that. Now we're going to do the same thing on the repeat on the other side. Oh man, I'm almost out of this ribbon. Whew, okay. Well, good thing I only have 1 card left. So this is going to make my loop like that. Little tail coming out. Oh man. Okay, then grab the tear and tape. And then grab this guy. I don't know how much ribbon I need for the last card, but we'll see. Button this up with tear and tape. And that's how I've got 2 tails coming out there. So now all of this is going to get popped up. On the label, and we're going to put that right onto this foil piece. Perfect. Now, be careful putting this down. You don't got a lot of wiggle room. So I tried to have the same margin. Oh, I lost my dimensional. Let's put you back on there. There it is. Okay, same margin on that side as I do on that side. Okay. And then you could pop this up or make it flat. I'm just going to glue it flat, I think, right now. Yep, that goes right. I put it in the bottom right corner more, so I don't want to trim my ribbon so much. So I'm going to put it so my ribbon just capture right down to the bottom edge there. And I could trim it just a hair. So we're going to, it's more to the right. And like that. So I did go a little bit lower than I need to. So I'm going to go and trim that. And we'll trim that one just a hair. All right. Now, I did a bad because I just realized that I used up my berry burst gems on the other one. So these gems get used up pretty quick. So I'm going to grab this one for right there, I think. And then there are some flowery ones. So I'll grab those for on here and go with it. So there's one set that is all flowers, and then there's a set that's solid. All right. And definitely Stella our leaves. Oh, so the leaves are not buttoned up right now. They're only being attached with a glue dot. So we do want to shore them up. So we're going to flip them over and add a dimensional to them on the back side. So Mary Novak asked if we have another stamp game going. No, we did 2 of them right off the bat, and then we made a card. And then I looked at the clock, and I realized, Hunky! Did you guys hear that? That was Hunky. That was his form of a whimper. Then we did 3 cards right off a bat. And Mary, you won one of the second round of like when we did 3. And we did 3 because Kelly left me at 8:06. So, no, I just thought funny we were all guessing numbers for the cat's weight. Ha ha. Yeah. So there we go. So right, so you can see that side, and then it opens like that. Now, because I used the tear and tape, you don't see any ridges on there. Where if I would have used liquid glue, you would have seen the liquid glue lines. I would have. I don't know. I do. So there we go. That is the 4th card. So you guys, we are tasting the rainbow, right? We got this going so far. We have 1 more left to do, all right? So hang tight. We're almost there. I promise it'll be worth it. We've got the yellow-ish one left to do. And then I will do the door prizes for the game. What is it, 9? Hi, Hunky. Well, you guys are all making your rounds. You guys need some Scooby snacks, don't you? Yeah, Mom. We're starving. I put crunchies out for you guys right before I went live. All right, so we're going to do this one next. Whoa. Yellow-ishes. Again, we're all cut up, ready to go. We just need to assemble. So we've got our flap and our little designer paper here. So let's glue that. Put that down. Hi, what is happening? You guys, do you think everybody wants to see your hairy little butts? Yeah, Mom, we got pretty little butts. Sue guessed 12. Whoa! Michelle Foreign, your violet is weighing in at 21.5 pounds. Wow, holy Moses. Hi, baby cakes. What are you doing? I see you behind me. Just shaking that tail. Coming back, huh? I'm coming to supervise, Mom. Seems like you're taking an awfully long time for this class, Mom. Normally you're done an hour ago, Mom. Is that so, honey? Yeah, Mom. You're taking so long. We're so hungry. All right. Let's see what this one gets us into. We have our card base, and this is a gatefold. You have a little pumpkin pie there. You've got this is the embossing folder from the Paradise Garden, right? Super cool. So we've got those 2, and then you have another little label here. So this designer, oh man, keep these in order. Remember, they were a certain way that we cut them. Like that. Okay, so there we go. So we're gonna flip both these over. Donna said Honey is 8 pounds. She is very active. Yes, you're right. Honey she's about 8 pounds, and she is a lean, mean fighting machine. Holy Moses. Don't get in Honey's way. She will rip your eyes out, won't you, Honey? Oh, Mom, don't say it. I'm not that mean. No, but she's all claws out. She just got Tyler yesterday. He was holding her, and she just wanted to get away, and she scratched him. Pretty good. Hi, Hunky. What's up? Honey's in my way, Mom. Tell her to move. You guys, what's happening? There's a congregation on the live here of these little kittens. Come on, guys. You got to move it, move it. Come on, Hunky buddy. Come on. You can move. Your sister's in your way, but you can take another route. All right. So when you burnish this side, right, so that side's good. Now you want to make sure you line these up so that they're butting together. Perfect. Okay. And we got these are going to get glued. Blue 42 glued down. All right. You have a few people in your building that have Maine Coons, and they are big cats. I've seen them. I've seen pictures of them, yes. All right, this guy goes right. There was a shadow there. I was just trying to get that lined up, and then this one goes like that. Perfect. All right, that's good. Now we have pumpkin pie for ink, and I used Hello Sunshine. And that is right here. Hello Sunshine, if you're curious, comes from Exploring Nature. It's right there. Hello Sunshine. It's perfect for this card because it's a very bright and cheerful card. All the mousy fetching, yes. All the mousy fetching. This one goes right here. And then we've got a sponge dauber that we need to dauber up. Oh, we got Happy Birthday again. Oh man, that is from the Rolling Meadow. Rolling waves. Okay, let's grab a. Okay, I think the chamois I have under my desk are a little dried out, so we'll grab this guy. And this is gonna go on the Happy Birthday. I mean, on the white. Okay, so that's Happy Birthday. And then we need daffodils that are delightful. And there is a leafy. Now, this leaf is different than that one. The one that I just used is that one, but this one's pretty too. And that fits right here too, as well. One more inky dinky do, right? There, so that works. I think all we need is a sponge dauber yet. So yellow's done. Back to the pumpkin pie, but let's glue this. We got to do a little sponging yet, but I feel like connecting some pieces together. So let's grab our daffodil mat, like that. And then this can go on our inside. Again, double matting. So a lot of, I think, was every card a white card base? I think that it was. I think it was, right? Because we have, they were all white card. Yeah. So when I ended up with all of them being white card bases, I thought to myself, I can't give everybody like just stamping on the white card base. Just was like, ugh, no, I can't do that. So that's why everybody got the double mats. All right. So we need a sponge dauber. Hi, babykins. Let's see if this one. Perfect. Okay. So we need to sponge this. Oh man. All I need is a little bit of ribbon, which is what I have. All that I have is a little bit of ribbon. Perfect. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Otherwise, I would have opened up a new roll. So with this dauber, I know that the middle's getting covered up. So I'm going to start in the middle, and it's going to be sharp, right? We got bruising. That's what they say. So now that I got a little bit off, we can hover over this. Start in the middle. And what you're trying to do is make some orange leaves. Aren't you glad we have class tonight? Okay. There we go. Looks good to me. So what I tried to do was cover up the leaves. That's it for ink on this one. So this one is going to get glued onto the orange. A ribbon. I mean, I could have opened up another roll, but so good. I got to the end of the roll on this one. We're just going to make a little overhand knot. Okay. This little guy got stellaed. This little guy got none. And this little one went wee, wee, wee all the way home. So on this one, this is going to get popped up with dimensionals, right? So you just got to be careful where you pop because you don't want it to go over the part that hangs over. So let's grab some of this on the side. And we're going to make sure we get here, and there, and there. And then on here, we're going to go right there And I think right here and right there. That should be enough for dimensionals. Okay, let's pick those off here. Now I've got this, goes right to the edge there. But really what happens is the peak lines up with the gap. So I lined up the peak top to bottom, then that goes right to the edge right there. So it shouldn't hang over. And by putting the dimensionals on like we did, we don't have anything hanging over right there, which is good. All right, then we've got this little guy. Can get a glue dot right on the tippy tip of the stem. Okay, and that's going to come out right about here. There. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. And we just lost Honey. Saying, Mom, you're ignoring me. And then this. Oh, I wanted to use up these dimensionals so bad, but oh, let's do one more. Right there. It's more dimensionals than I would normally put on, but it's okay. It's the edge. And I made sure to put one over the pumpkin pie leaf. Now this is going to get centered on here. Like that. I just got to throw everything away except for that. All right. Put you over there. Then we are going to use a glue dot. And I'm going to actually stage it underneath my orange to help hold that a little bit. Then I'm going to grab another one and put it over the top while not hanging over the edge. Right about there. And then I'm going to grab one more. Then we go right there. That is going to secure our little overhand knot. So you got to be careful that you don't got it hanging outside. Right there. Nestled right against the label. So we went easy on the ribbon for this very last one. And then trim your tail and your tail. There. Okay. Well, this one has the yellow gemsies. So let's see where they are. There they are. Put these guys away. Okay, and then I got one up there. And then the two on the side here. There, and so the colors of the gems do really nicely match the designer series paper. I have to admit that. I just wish that they had the green ones in there because the green was the other color in this pack. All right, so definitely I've made 2 sets of cards with these gems, right? There's only 10 of each color. So by the time you put 3 to 5 of them on, you only sometimes will get 2 cards out of it. So when they are out of stock at the moment, and they will be coming back. It showed the end of April. So as soon as I can get them on order, I definitely will. And I'll have them replaced in everybody's that it's missing them. There's only like 6 or 7, maybe 7 people that I owe the gems to. Now this is a roll that was only 2 yards. And I used this roll to make these 4 cards and the other 4 cards. So we did really go through the white ribbon a little bit. So, all right, so that is done. I can throw that away. We got this done. Whew, making a little bit of room here for us. So we got the yellow one done, right, with our matching envelope. We got the berries. She's given me the berries. Berry Burst. The blue 42s. The shaded spruces and our Calypso Coral. All right. We had a little ink marathon, right? We got, these are the colors that we used tonight. So a little bit of Taste the Rainbow. The blue ribbon, you'll have, excuse me, a little bit more left. than the white. The white got used on 4 of the cards, but you can see why this was a perfect fit for this class. I know that we did double dip on the ribbon choices. The Stamp a Stack that we're doing also uses, oh my goodness, I can't reach it. The Stamp a Stack also uses the, waste not, want not, right? Take that tape off and put it there. The Stamp a Stack uses this blue and white ribbon, but for the Stamp a Stack, we consume almost both of these little rolls of ribbon because there's only 2 yards on them. So that's why we ended up using that ribbon for both sets of cards because it just matched so nicely. So, all right. I would have to say I love the uniqueness of this one, right? It's a different take on using your designer paper, and it works really well when the front and the back match. And on this one, it's not a different crazy fold, but it is a little fold different. And like this one, we did a gate fold. And this one's just a little bit different too, right? So all in all, and then this was the bonus card. I wasn't planning to do a 5th card, but I could not do this card, right? Because, and then we got all the different colors in, right? So this was your bonus card that wasn't really meant to be with the class, but again, 5 is better than 4 if you're going to take a class, right? Would you rather have 4 cards instead of 5? I would. So, perfect. All right. Why don't you guys tell me which one's your favorite? I'm just going to quickly, because what happens if I don't clean these really fast, or right away, I should say, they fall down onto they get knocked over like that, exactly like that, and then we get ink on the mat. So we're going to do this one yet, and then I'm going to go grab my computer, and we're going to see. I'm curious though, this is how far behind we finished up, and I'm just putting the yellow. So I feel like we were like maybe 5 minutes delayed the entire night, and that's more than normal. I don't know exactly why it got to be 5 minutes, but normally it's only less than a minute that I think we're delayed. But hey, it can be up to 45 minutes that we're delayed too. So actually, I'm all right with the way it went. All right. Oh my goodness, see, knocking things down. I have 3 more to clean, and then I'm going to go grab my computer, and we'll do, so the 5 people that won already are not going to be able to win the door prize, right? Because they already won. They got a master prize. So I'm going to go into my spreadsheet of everybody who registered, and I'm going to pull 5 names from that. And I then am going to pull 2 names from the door prize form, and we're going to see who wins. All right, so let me grab my computer and make a little room. All right, let's do this. Put these there. Let's grab, gotta wake up my computer. It's been sleeping on me for the last 3 hours. Really only an hour and a half. So ever since Kelly left, it went to sleep. Okay. We have for class tonight a list for game night right here. And we had 58 people that, I lied, 57. 57. Okay, so 57, and they're all numbered. Got everybody 1 through 57. So that means I got to grab my phone here. And random number generator. We are going to do 1 through 57. And I need a piece of paper. Let's do that. So 1 through 57, I'm going to hit generate. Number 45. All right, let's grab green pencil. And number 45 is Sherry Everett. Yay, Sherry. All right, very good. So I have, excuse me, I have for prizes, I have these 2 sticker sets. I have a flower sticker set with the really cool birds in it and the butterflies, so I've got those. And I have 4 of these guys. These are those covered in accents. If you guys did my spring palooza with me, you will know that we used these on all, like we used these up, except for all of them, but this rose thing right down here. We used all these up and we made all the different cards for the Palooza with these. So I've got 4 of these. And so what I'll do is I will mix up between the 7 people. I'll figure out who gets what. Number 11, Connie Moore. Yay, Connie Moore. Awesome sauce. I love it. All right. Number 56, way to the end. Oh man, 56 is Lynn Beasley. Awesome. So Lynn, you signed up for this class like not yesterday, but the night before. So you were the second last one. And then it went right to 51. Susan Devine. It's a 51. Awesome. All right, so Susan Devine. All right, that's perfect. So I'm going to do one more, though, and then I'll save the last 2 prizes because I have 4 and I have 3. So 37 is, oh, man, it was Pat Settle, but Pat Settle already won today. So we're going to pick number 8. Let's see who number 8 is. Sherry Stewart. Yay, Sherry. All right. Sherry Stewart will win a prize as well. So those are the 5 from extras for people to win that signed up for class. Then I have a spreadsheet right here. So I have 24 numbers in it. Yep, 24. So I'm going to put 24 in here, and we're going to pick 2 more names from this spreadsheet. Now, the spreadsheet for the door prize was anybody could register this way. So, again, if you won here, or if you're one of the 5 originals, then I will pick other ones, and we'll see here. So, 24. Number 13, lucky 13, is... Oh, it's Connie Moore. So, Connie already won. So, number 16 is Feline Mays. Yay. Okay. So Feline Mays is a winner chicken dinner. And then we'll hit again. Oh, number 8. Let's see who number 8 in this list is. Lisa Mullis. Awesome. Okay, so Lisa I missed the U. U-E-H-L-E-I-S. Okay, so Lisa, you are a winner chicken dinner as well. Okay. Oh, we made it through. We did it. Okay. I would like to congratulate all the following winners for tonight. We had Ellen Brover, and then we also had Sherry Ott, and Pat Settle, and Doris Munson, and Mary Novak. They won the bundles. And then I've got Sherry Everett, Connie Moore, Lynn Beasley, Susan Devine, Sherry Stewart, Feline Mays, and Lisa Mullis. And, dropped one on the floor. Of course, it slipped right out of my hand. Okay, I'm going to show you guys these because in case you haven't seen, these covered, and they have these coming out in the new catalog in black. And so we are definitely going to take advantage of them for the Summer Palooza. And then I've got some stickers here. So I will link those names up with those prizes. If anybody is specifically like, oh man, I really want one or the other thing, I don't care if you reach out to me and say, I really want the puffy stickers that are with the flowers, or I really want the puff. You guys, otherwise I'm just going to randomly put your name on, and I'll make sure that they go into your May package. I want to show you here. I've got the cards from the Palooza that I want to share with you, in case you aren't aware of how those accent flowers work. What did she bring for me? She brought me her taco, you guys. So she went in the house all the way up to my craft room, which is like, I don't know, a distance, and she carried her fish taco down and she dropped it right over here. So she wanted me to throw her fish taco to her. So for the Palooza, which I still have 5, I think, left of the Spring Palooza. So this one didn't have it, but these are the flowers that I just showed you, right? So those flowers, that one doesn't have any, but here are the flowers. This was one of them. That was one of them. That was one. This one didn't have any. That one didn't have any. That and the leaves are part of that. This guy didn't have any. That didn't have any. That didn't have any. That didn't. That didn't, but this did, right? So that's one of them. So we utilized that whole sheet, and all that was left was one flower. These were the 16 cards for the Spring Palooza that I still have 5 left of. It included a $50 goodie bag with the designer paper, all your card kits with the gems. It was that telescoping wand was in with this, a whole pack of sponge daubers, the accents, and the Palooza pin, and my mom's cookies. So, and now she had peanut butter cookies that she put in them. So, in that box. So, very good. All right. So we did it. I think we did it. We got our door prizes. We got 5 games. We had a little bit of a knickle with the timing of things, but I think we worked it out. Big Gobby likes the blue one the best. Okay, good. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I did too. But the thing is, you guys, you could do this. Okay, if you look back at what's in your scrapyard, I just got to call this out to you. If you look back at what's in your scrapyard, you have this piece and this piece left. Okay, watch it, wait for it. This piece right here. You have this one left. You could do this card with this color scheme because you have this left, right? You cut this and the back and the front match perfectly. You could do this card with this color scheme, okay? So cool, so cool, so cool. Then you also have, ooh, I don't know. How could you make this work? You have the green. I was going to say, you could do it in green, but not really. Well, maybe a little bit. If you would have cut this square out of the middle of that mat, you would have had a whole nother sheet here. And you could have potentially did the green. I'm just trying to find ways for you. You could do kind of this front, not really, but you've got the blue here. You have a blue left. You have this piece here with this piece left. So you could potentially do another one with that. Anyways, I'm just trying to say that there's more paper left for you guys to play with from your scrapyard when the time comes that you could do so many more of that layout. So that's what Yvette was saying earlier. She said she loves the look of that and how easy it is actually to make the cards. Like once you know them, so again, you guys might not like the 16ths, like the 13/16ths. You could have just, the reason it's so important that I had that 16ths down to down to a science is because I had 6 inches and I was trying to make it work with just one 6-inch piece. You guys remember I grabbed this from one piece and I grabbed these from the other pieces, right? Like I used both my 6x6. This card right here, when you look at this, you see that 13/16, it goes right to this edge here. And this 13/16 goes right to that edge there. And then, so I had 1 in 13/16, 1 in 13/16, and what's left in the middle was exactly what I needed. That's why I was such a stickler about the 16ths, okay? If you just grab whatever paper you have, you could have scored this or put the tick mark here at 7/8. You could have done it back here further, right? So you've got wiggle room with that. So just use your math skills a little bit and just, or guesstimate skills, and just make sure that this goes as far over so that it covers up that edge, right? Like if you end up cutting a 5 1/4 by, or like a 5 by 3 3/4 piece and put a whole mat back there, you don't even have to worry about that. You could have gone in 1 inch and folded them back, but you've got options is what I'm getting at. So, okay. All right. Faye says all are lovely and I like them all. Yay, winners. Yay, yep, yay, winners. Good job, guys. I like them all. You love the cards. I think we finally caught up with me. Where do you get the clear sleeves that you put your cards in? Nancy Mole? Oh my goodness, girlfriend. They're Stampin' Up. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. Okay, you go to the Stampin' Up website. Okay, and you go to the search and you type clear envelopes. You hit search and you look at the clear medium envelopes. That's them. And you put them in your cart right now. 102619, okay? Right? You can buy them from yourself. They're $7.50 and then you get your discount, okay? Your demonstrator discount. So 102619. They are clear Stampin' Up envelopes that are from Stampin' Up. I think you get 50 of them. Hi, Sarah Marison. All right. What is it? It's 9. How does it get to be 9:45? Where did the night go? We had lots of stuff to talk about. I guess we were like Mr. Rogers, right? We had lots to talk about. All right. Let's see here. I think it's only one sheet, but it's only one sheet. Yes, right. Love the chicken. You're welcome, Lisa. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to be good. I think we accomplished exactly what we needed to. We got 5 cards made. We've had 5 games. Choose your words. My sister-in-law said to me, the louder you talk, the more precise your words are. So she said when people don't talk really loud, they mumble. And so I've been thinking about that ever since she told me that. And that is a very true statement. So I start to mumble when I talk not as loud. So we accomplished all our things today. Tonight we did the 5 games of lucky hand, not lucky hand, but lucky numbers before 8. Well, 8:06. So we had Kelly's for us for the whole time. So thank you to Kelly for helping us with that. I wouldn't want to do that by myself. I would overcall numbers, and I wouldn't, especially if you guys aren't at the same time with me, that's really hard to do. So I'm glad Kelly has not missed a game night or a create and play since the very beginning. The first one was 2021. All right. I think actually I started doing my create and plays and game nights. I started doing them actually in 2020, and I didn't start that door prize form though until 2021. That's what happened. Okay, so we got the games done. We got 5 cards made. We did the door prizes. We showed off all the upcoming classes. It is not too late to get registered for any of the classes. I'll show you really quick. In case you haven't registered for any classes yet for me with April, you can still do it. What you need to do is, the easiest way to do it is get to my website, cardsbycrispy.com. Go to the resources tab. Scroll down just a little bit, right? So we talked about a few things here, but under here, I'm from 326. The April showcase is here, and what you want to do is fill out the form by clicking here and just go through it, walk through it. Everything that I talked about tonight is on this registration form, along with mentioning the Winnie the Pooh class. I've got the class that we have here that we designed for the Memories and More. You can pre-register for that already, right? So there's pre-registering for the alternative for the paper pumpkin class for the April one. So yeah, and Kelly is actually kitting up more for the alternate edited paper pumpkin class from the March one. You guys remember we talked about how many she made? She needs to make 3 more sets of 3 yet. And she's doing that Saturday afternoon. So if you guys put yourself on the wait list by tomorrow, Kelly will include you in it, right? So just if you are after tomorrow though, she's going to be done. So there's still a little wiggle room on the wait list. And then again, there's only 6 left for the wait list for the beach boardwalk. So make sure you get that in if you guys are interested. I think that's everything. All right. Aunt Patty likes the berry burst one. It is pretty. They're all good. I really like them. You guys, I have the 5 cards that I cased, because I think I did this one kind of by myself. I generally design classes with Kelly or with Diane because they also teach the in-person version. But this one, I think I pulled these out by myself for the most part. I remember working on them, and I remember maybe getting some insider information on like thoughts, but I think that I pulled them out. So I have the 5 cards that I cased though, and I'll share those with you. When's the next time we have a live? I have 2 in-person classes on Monday. We have so for those on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, we have a brainstorming with the bees on Monday the 13th at 4:30 via a Zoom. I'm going to be going through all the winter chicken dinners for January, February, and March as well at that Zoom. So if you're on the team and you want to see the winners get drawn for the prizes that I give away, like make sure you are watching. That's on Monday afternoon. And then I think I have the next live with you guys is the 16th. So I will make sure we get buttoned up with the monthly drawings that we usually do. And then I'll share with you the cards that we cased for this class. So, all right. Susan said she sent an email. She thinks there's an error in the PDF. Okay, Susan. I will definitely check your email. And if there is any time an error in the PDF and we find it worthy, like there's a measurement off, or there's something that is blatantly wrong that we're like, oh man, we don't want to have confuse people, I will resend the PDF out to everybody who attended the class, and I'll update the Inspiration Hive. Okay. If it's something, and again, and I don't know what the error is, Susan, but if there is something that's, oh man, like the item number's wrong or just something's worded wrong, we might just leave it. But I'll look at your email probably tomorrow, Susan, and check it out. I have a foot appointment in the morning, but then I'll look at it in the afternoon. Hopefully that would be the plan. So, all right, you guys, I think that's it. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We will see you a week from tonight. So, all right. Love you a long time. Bye.